because Goblin wants to discuss things right now, what's happening for each of you individually. So, Goblin's gonna grab you all. Get over here.
Show the world.
Goblin's dragging you to it. Give Goblin a second. Boom.
Yay!
This is the world you guys are in, of half of the world at least. So, also, hello everyone. Goblin's gonna just pop on a wall view to here so you can all see alongside Goblin's players. Welcome Tuna Fish, Pixel, and Phil.
Yeah.
Now, with this chaotic session that we're gonna begin, in this world of New Earth as it's known as. So, what the, sorry, Goblin was trying to make it so Goblin can open up Twitch and just watch chat while seeing the board still and not having to go back and forth. So Goblin doesn't have to worry about that. But yeah, for some reason Goblin clicked something. It was weird. Anyway, yeah. So, hey, no drawing on Goblin's map.
Sorry. You can't put a pen in my hand and expect me not to draw.
You'll get to draw this later. We discussed this.
There's a pen?
There is a pen.
No, don't. No. No. But anyway, in the world of New Earth, you guys are on the continent of Fenlia, which is this cat-like weird fang monk here, over here. That's missing most of its leg. You see what Goblin's pointing at over here, what Goblin's painting?
Yeah.
So that's where you guys are at on this continent. And yes, we are at the tail, Phil, and whoever drew Goblin's gonna send you to the moon. But
We're on the tail?
You're on the tail, which is right down here.
Tail.
Thank you for the arrow, but no, just please ask if you're gonna draw.
Okay, yes. That was the last one, I promise.
Very, very well, very well. But with your guys' situation, each of you individually, for your own reason or another, have right now begun basically adventuring and are trying to find a party of people that you would be alright interacting with and working together with. As right now, the world is still recovering from the war of powerful beings and are trying to figure out what to deal with about the Grand Lich threat. Do any of you recall who the Grand Lich is, as Goblin tried to explain to you guys back in session 0? Multiple times.
I recall, I think.
I remember, but I don't remember every single detail.
Right. So, in this world, the War of Powerful Beings basically happened because basically Zeus, alongside Odin and a few other ones, were not willing to step down, and they were doing horrible things as usual, like they did in their own myths back from Old Earth, even though everyone believes Old Earth in this world is a complete myth in general, and they just believe this is just Earth. Earth has always been like this, and it's not a new Earth. So, there's a whole weird thing about this world, but what happening is basically is that a war happened basically because Zeus and the others were not willing to step down when the one. So this godhead in this world that basically they are the godhead that basically they are the true gods and they let powerful beings like Zeus and the others exist. This as long as they stick to a certain standard of criteria. Yeah, and if they don't really, most of the time they will not do anything about it because they let everyone have enough freedom of choice of their own rights and all that, and let the consequences happen as they need, but they will interfere when something goes out of line within their intended plan for all of life in existence. And they're also known as the guide, the judge, and the one. And because Zeus was not willing to listen, they basically interfered and told him, stop, step down now, and these new powerful beings are younger, will take your place as we have entrusted them to do better than you have. You betrayed basically everything we asked you to do, Zeus. Go away. And basically he wasn't willing to, and a whole war happened, and it caused a lot of destruction in the world. A lot of people have died, but the powerful beings did try to minimize casualties, especially one in particular, the wife of the powerful being of the Archangel of Energy, his wife was killed by Zeus though in a rage because he was healing his son who he injured, his own one of his own kids. Goblin believes it was Hermes. Yes, it was Hermes. And because he injured Hermes, and then she tried to go and heal him, try to minimize casualties between powerful beings and the people of the earth, she was suddenly struck down by Zeus, basically bloody taking off almost everyone in some shape or form. Because there was a lot of people that liked her and saw her as like a friend, a sister, and so basically Zeus was killed off alongside Odin, a lot of old powerful beings. Ones like Thor, Loki, and Artemis all retired and move on after losing so many people they cared about, and basically Hades also retired because he did stand up to Zeus and the others. So that whole tragedy has barely happened in this current time period in the world, and the Grand Lich used this whole tragedy to make a time to basically become powerful and basically become the Grand Lich and become a huge threat to everyone now. And that is the situation of your world right in that you guys are going into, and you're all trying to figure out what you're gonna do about all of this, because people are needing adventurers now more than ever, with the influence of the Grand Lich basically just being a downright douchebag.
Excellent.
Okay.
But yeah, also there is 3 moons in the world. There's the yellow moon, purple moon, and orange moon. If you ever see the orange moon fully out on its own, because all the moons can be full moon out at the same time sometimes, that's happened before, but usually once a year as the orange moon comes out on its own, you guys will hear laughter all around you. Everyone needs therapy every year after that whole orange moon, and there's laughter everywhere, but you can never find out where it's coming from. It's creepy time.
Oh, yay,
orange
therapy.
Moon. What?
Scary time.
Well, that's because it's just creepy laughter everywhere. Like, to your left, to your right. And you can never see them or find out what the cause of the laughter is. No one has been able to.
Until
Love that.
now.
But yeah, so each of you, for your own reasons, which Goblin hopes everyone has their tokens. Oh wait, only one player has their tokens sorted out.
That's me, right?
Ready? Oh,
Yep.
Hold on.
So Goblin's just gonna move us to the next map, but pretend you're not seeing anything right now because Goblin forgot to add shadows. That's the one thing Goblin forgot to hide the page. Alright, there we go. Now everything's vanished to you guys, but Goblin can still see stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's
I'm
completely-
just gonna vanish and be back because I'm just gonna turn off my hardware acceleration on the thingy.
Very well. Now Goblin's gonna go through and make sure everything has shadows and all that. So Goblin's gonna do that very quick. Make sure everything has that. At least Goblin will need to for the first session. So, but if you guys have any questions or concerns of like what to do,
I am realistically going to have a lot of questions and concerns, and especially for this first session.
very
If
good.
there's anything that I could be, I guess, doing better or adjusting or anything, I'd really appreciate just a little heads up, just out of character, just because I'm very, very new. You know?
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. We'll be slow with this and have fun with it because that's the main goal in the end of D&D is to have fun.
Because the other time I played, I kept missing opportunities because I wasn't really sure how it worked. So yeah, just tell me off if I'm doing a bad job. I won't get offended. I just want to learn.
Yeah, well, Goblin makes mistakes all the time. You know, like, Goblin's gonna give you a story here because Goblin's first time DMing, Goblin was just terrible because Goblin didn't even DM when Goblin did the first time DMing. If that makes sense at all.
Yes.
So, to give a rundown, basically Goblin's family, Goblin got to do a D&D game for the first time as DM, but Goblin wanted to be a player still. Goblin had a very bad mindset back then as a kid. And basically, Wayne made the entire campaign map idea and level, and didn't give really proper notes or indications that Goblin's father could understood, because Goblin basically wanted to be the player, but make the entire map and plan out stuff, and basically just knew everything that there was, And yeah, it was not very good outcome because basically Goblin had a whole secret passage Goblin planned alongside a buzzsaw trap that was supposed to happen going through that secret passage, but Goblin basically just broke the rules, was disrespectful, and demanding to go through the secret passage.
See,
So do not do that. Just be understanding and respectful that if you can't find something, it happens. It's just soy. And don't be stupid like Goblin and try and DM and be play at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, even Goblin still needs to get a token. Gosh dang nabbit. Because Goblin has a token for an ally character you guys can bring with you if you so wish right away, because there's only 3 of you and Goblin planned these counters for a group of 4, so there's only 3 of you. It's the usual easy system of how 3.5 works. All the monsters and balancing stuff is towards the idea that the party is of 4 people. Goblin forgot to get the ally token for.
so we'll definitely have to adopt a friend.
Basically.
Yeah.
But Goblin needs to go and get that token for your said friend, which Goblin needs to do that really quick. And since all of you are getting tokens anyway, it's not a big deal. So Goblin's just going to go on to Pinterest, because that has such easy access to art. Actually, you know what? Goblin's going to use a past artwork that Goblin has used before. Just use a similar one. Oh! Welcome, viewers. There's quite a few viewers. Let's all of you lurking here.
Yes.
No cheating, no peeking at the screen.
I'm not. I've got it tabbed out, but I just thought it would be
Thank you.
nice to have the support.
Indeed, actually, Goblin's almost close to affiliate, funny enough. Goblin's at 50 followers, funny. It's just Goblin needs maintain basically 3 or more viewers consistently. Yeah, that's all that's left. Goblin's not gonna
Then I
force
shall
anyone to
definitely
you.
look.
Yeah, just thank you. Goblin's gonna fall asleep now. It's Goblin's board. Teasing.
DM's gone riot. Everyone start drawing on the map.
Hey. If anyone's allowed to riot, it would only be Phil, because Goblin failed to be more helpful.
Quick, Phil, lead the charge.
Okay, hold on. Let me start.
So has everyone got a token sorted out that hasn't gotten a token yet?
No, I don't know what to
have a token,
pick.
but I'll also be right back.
I think I'm just gonna grab one that looks fine for now. I might redo it later and maybe draw another one myself. But for now, I'm just gonna grab with whatever looks closest to what I envision my character is on Pinterest, because I can't decide right now. Everything's so overwhelming.
Sorry, there's so much going on. Goblins.
No, it's my fault. I didn't properly think about tokens beforehand.
Just have fun with it. Remember.
The whole point.
Yes. But anyway, let's see here. Where is it? There is one that Goblin's thinking of that works, but Goblin cannot find it. Where is it? Where? You know what? This works. Goblin hasn't used his token in a long time, but Goblin will use it. So it's not like anyone flipping cares. So here we are. Yeah, Goblin got the ally NPC that you guys can get sorted out. And you'll see the token, but you will see Goblin will clarify you see something different. Oh, well, that spoiled it a bit. If anyone's paying attention to the map.
It's just flashing. It's too quick
right
for me to process.
Fair enough. Colin's gonna reset the dimensions. By the way, none of you have a small character actually, so you don't have to worry about it. Never mind. Because you can set dimensions and make tokens look smaller, because all these squares 5x5 are meant for medium characters, but you can decrease the size to make it so it's understandable and clear that is What's the term? A small character or tiny
Very small.
or diminutive. If you somehow get a character or a race that's diminutive, Goblin's impressed because that's like
My mouse is diminutive though, isn't it?
yes, but oh yeah, so you would actually need a token for your mouse unless you don't want a token for your mouse. Like how big is the diminutive is in D&D? Goblin needs to double check. Goblin always forgets.
Or a little mouse.
D&D 3.5.
I'll have to do this one quickly. Don't have time for doing quality art. But I want my mouse to have a little hat.
A little hat. Gonna be a little dapper young little mouse. Give him a top hat.
You have right. You are spot on. You want to see?
Okay, so the smallest size is tiny, which is 1 foot to 2 feet.
Oh my god. Yes, that's perfect. A little
What?
mouse with a top hat. It's adorable.
How dare you make this mouse so cute? You must
It's
now.
cute, right? I want to give it extra eye shine as well.
But yeah,
There we go.
Huh. Very good. But yeah, while you handle that and get your tokens on, Goblin is gonna reveal some stuff and information for you guys.
How would I go about adding the token for the mouse? Because obviously it's not.
It's
Like,
not.
do I need to make a whole character sheet for it?
So, no, you don't have to make a whole new character sheet because Goblin can just do this. So Goblin's gonna do a bit of a complicated thing, but yeah. So Goblin's gonna give you access to something. It looks like a character sheet, but you don't have to make it all over again because you already have it. Know it down. This will just be the holder for your token. So like a mouse token holder. And this basically would hold your token for you once you add it. And do not worry about character sheet stuff because God won't just put something that is like this and just have you close it all basically. Like just ignore the character sheet and just use it for your token holding basically for your mouse.
Excellent.
Like Goblin's gonna just add a folder area for pets, so subfolder pets / companion. Yeah. Yes, pets. Basically, all pets will be have token slots like put in the pet folder. Like you'll have them still know it in your own character sheets because that's better to put it there, and just put the token things in the pet category. Make sense?
Okay. Did it work? Didn't work.
The token adding to the pets token, the mouse token holder that you have access to. You see it?
Yeah. Is it accepting it?
You may want to try it again because Goblin was moving around and messing with it so much. Just try it again. But yeah.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Huh. That should not be happening. So you opened up the whole thing, you pressed the edit, and you went into the... Oh, wait, you need to upload... Okay, Goblin's going to pull it onto the map for you, but it should pop... It doesn't pop up there, but the token has been accepted, so let's see if it pops up. Go drag this onto the board. Yeah, Goblin got the token. There we go.
Excellent.
So Goblin's going to set the dimensions, because it's very, very small. Let's see. Actually, Goblins, yeah, let's see if it does automatically. That is not small enough, though. Let's see what the dimension is for that. Is that a 35 by 35? Interesting. Let's go 20 by 20 pixels. That should be small enough. Yeah, that definitely looks tiny. Have fun moving that token.
Cute. Oh, I will. I'll have the best time.
But yeah, so Goblin's gonna reveal where your little mouse token is, just so you know where it is. There's your little mouse token.
Oh, it's so cute.
And very tiny.
He's so cute and tiny. Ah.
But anyway, your mouse familiar aside, great sorceress. Is everyone good with tokens? Is everyone here, or is Pixel not back yet?
Don't think he's back yet.
Alright. Well, each of you can go one by one, and you can discuss what your character is doing, what you want to do. So, where would you imagine yourself at adventuring in? So, Goblin's going to clarify here. There's regular inns and stuff like that, but then there's adventuring inns, where basically the townsfolk give quests to the adventurers, alongside depending on the ranking area and stuff like that. So, like, common inn, tavern, quest to giving locations. So, it's like regular inns and barkeeping places, and then there's the ones for adventurers to let them get quests easier and not have to look around asking. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so you're at this inn, and where would you be? Would you be outside? Would you be inside? It's set up to be late at night, the map, but Goblin doesn't want to go and try and find a daytime one. So just what time would you guys prefer to start your adventure? Would you prefer the morning or the evening?
I think
I'm fairly
evening-
chill. Do you go evening?
All right.
Evening would make more sense than the tavern, especially because I would think like if we're at like an inn tavernish place, my character, I'm a bard. I will be sitting and I would be definitely drinking.
So choose a table then, because you're going to be only allowed in this drinking area space. Goblin's revealing it to you guys. There's a performer on the stand, and then there's the barkeepers. Oh wait, that room you can't see yet. Ignore that room. That's it. Actually, that's the bathroom, but it makes no difference. No one's going to be heading to the bathroom anyway. Basically, put your token on the board and put where your character would be at this bar, around whoever you want to be. By the way,
Just trying to remember how do you put your token on the board?
So
Sorry
you
about that, I'm
drag,
back.
so you click and grab the tarot
Okay.
sheet and put it on the board like this. Oh, yep, Goblin brought it on for you. Goblin will send you down a layer to make it so your mouse can be on top of you, so you can carry yourselves together. But yeah.
Alright, so how do I move it?
So you click on it with the arrow thing, like this little arrow on the left sidebar here. You go to
It won't
that.
let me.
What? You should be able to control your token. Okay, that's weird. It's not letting you control your own token. Well, Goblin's editing that and making it. Goblin misclicked. And Goblin's going to give access to a mouse as well, because it's probably not letting you. Why is it
There we go.
bugging and not letting you control? Well, you can move your mouse now. Goblin's going to make sure. Nope, Phil can control his token. Great. But
Yeah.
So.
I can control mine now, but I'm not sure what that was.
But yeah, Goblin will also say since you guys both came inside, you will be able to have memory and know what the outside looks like. It's a little barn area with some animals, animal cages for like those with horses, etc. That's the area outside. There's also outside tables they told people if anyone wants to sit outside, and also some areas around. They have some chambers where Goblin's gonna reveal where the door is, but there's a door right. It's very hard to see when the fane's dark sometimes. There's a door basically right here to the chamber area where people rest if they rent an inn for the place and sleep. The quest board would be over back here on this wall. Oh, for any quests that you guys want to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
And if you guys are going to look at quests, Goblin will begin adding them then to your guys' viewpoints so you can see what quests there are. Goblin's making sure Goblin take note of all the ones that you guys can do. Yep. So there's those ones. But yeah, let's do your introductions first, so if you want to interact with anyone. So it's like these two barkeeper ladies that are walking around giving drinks to people. There's a jailer guy here who's off his work, fisherman, and saying, evening. Not a nice day for fishing, is it?
Fisherman scare me.
Evening, what a nice day for fishing. I would be very suspicious about that guy. Evening, a nice day for fishing. That's so contradictory.
Not a nice day for fishing is what
I'm just judgingly staring at the guy who's fishing and just drinking, or saying that I'm just drinking and staring at the guy. What is wrong with this guy?
I
Fishing
feel like
at
my
midnight.
character wouldn't be socializing that much, mainly sat here enjoying the atmosphere and drinking a book.
Yeah,
Not
but there's some
drinking a
people
book,
here, like
reading a book.
alchemists, nobles, people interacting, uh, stuff like that. And they're basically all talking, like, the townsfolk that like coming to Adventuring Inns in case they run into new adventurers at all that want to interact with people, etc. So, they're not really doing much, just talking amongst themselves. The barkeeper does come up to you. Tuna, for your character, Elenia? Is that how you say it?
Oh, I don't know. Ileana.
Ileana, thank you. So goblins, the nice barkeeper's like, why hello there, dearie. Don't see many people like yourselves around. Is there anything we can do for you? Any drinks, any information you need?
I'm just enjoying the atmosphere at the moment, but I love a water.
Very well. And she goes off to get water, and do note that it's like 1 copper piece for a glass of water. But
You
get
gotta
refills
pay for
drink.
water? What is this? Make that a beer then, please.
If you're paying, you might as well pay for a beer.
It's 1 copper.
Right?
That's not a lot. Like, what? Okay, sure. It's a beer apparently now, and that is 1 silver piece to have 1 copper.
Thank you. Not
So do
spending
note-
money on water. I'm sure there's a stream down the street.
That's
Yeah.
contaminated,
very-
sure, but okay. But anyway, this lady comes up to you, Romania. You can always say it right, Romania.
Romeo.
Romeo. And she's like, you've been drinking here for a while, good sir. Is there anything you need in particular?
My fine lady, I would like another one, thank you. And by another one, I mean 1 large ale.
Do you want the barbarian size ale?
Don't be so daft. I know my limits. Give me a normal.
She chuckles and just goes over and gets the normal size ale. Ale is you actually check the goods and services, right? There is actually a specific price for that ale.
Well, I think. Let me just double check. I think I saw an ale.
Yeah, there was ale. So that's why Goblin's asking. Like, wait a minute, what was it again? Goblin.
Axel, you got a token? Where are you?
No, I don't have a token. No.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Goblin's gonna have Volcania or the Goblin or the Pixels character basically just pop in the bar, be the last one to come into place. If that's alright with everyone, you're gonna have a dramatic entrance. Good, Pixel. Once you get a token, really quick. But ale is worth. Here we are. Either 2 silver pieces for a gallon of it, or a mug is 4 copper pieces.
4 copper pieces. I just got a mug, right? A normal. I don't want a gallon. Not that crazy.
So you spend 4 copper pieces on some ale.
Okay.
But yeah, she brings over your drink. She collects your payment and sends to Ileana. Anna. Now, do any of you guys do anything? Because these barkeeper ladies are going to continue working as the staff handle things and stuff like that. The cook's cooking, etc. Are you guys going to do anything as performance and music happens? People are talking peacefully. And Vulcan, where are you at? Like, Goblin's not trying to tell you where to be. It's just like, you're probably heading this in for one reason or another. Each of you have your own reasons for being here or heading to here. So Goblin just wants an idea of what everyone wants to do. Like, it's your call and choice. Goblin's trying to make sure you have optimal choice in what you want to do.
This is really just a pit stop for me while I continue exploring. So
I'm here for good drink and good music. I'm a bard after all.
Pixel?
Yes.
Do you have a token yet?
I have found one.
Very good.
I can make you a custom one afterwards, so it can just be a temporary one if you want.
It's not. It's fine. It's not transparent. So
All right.
How do I do this?
So basically, when you go onto the character sheet, there's an add button on the top right. You see the big add button on the very top right, like with near magnifying glass and show the players button.
Oh, I see.
So click that, and it should take you to an area you can add your avatar, art piece, and then also you can scroll down and fill in bio and info to put in your lore stuff that you choose to have, etc.
So default token. I can do that. You select a token, I think.
It took me a little minute to load in.
It takes a minute to load in, yeah.
Okay,
And
so I
once
think it's on there.
let Goblin try and put it on your token then. Oh, it did. Boom. Right, our local Dragonborn you are, right?
Yes.
So Dragonborn, Volkaren, for some reason is barely this late evening, finally managed to find this inn. For whatever reason he was coming to this inn. Goblin doesn't know. Goblin's not the one to dictate players' characters. And basically comes into the inn.
Yes.
And the music stops for some reason as everyone looks at you. Other than the two players, possibly, unless do you guys look at them with everyone else when the music stops? And
I'm 100% staring.
Judgingly staring. I'm not just staring. I'm like deadpan staring with the most judgy eyes I possibly can have. Like, who is this? Why are they here? Everybody's staring at you.
So then this barmaid comes up here and is like, "You're Dragonborn, yes, good sir."
Oh boy.
She seems a bit scared.
Okay. Do I just ignore her and I try to find a seat?
Everyone now looks away panickingly, like trying to ignore you. And it's early when you manage to find seats. All the tables are taken up, but there's less tables taking up here and here. Like these two random people are alone for some reason.
How do I move my token?
Oh, Goblin's gonna add that really quick because for some reason, whenever Goblin drags in the token, it doesn't give you control over it. So Goblin's gonna make it so you can control it here in a second. So there you go. You should control it now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Move there.
But yeah, this lady comes over here and is like,
ouch.
So Goblin's gonna use some lore stuff here. Dragonborns are not common, and they are often seen as terrifying because often those who become Dragonborns are very powerful and often bring trouble with them. They don't hate Dragonborns people per se. They just get nervous when they're around because usually that's signed as some sort of trouble about to these people at least. But they already know there's trouble. It's just like you're making it a bit more eerie feeling the trouble that's already around. They mean no ill. It's just people are scared of trouble.
They're scary.
Basically, the trouble that brings with Dragonborns is what scares them, not you themselves. People actually highly respect Dragonborns. And this lady's like, "Would you like to drink anything, sir?" She says more confidently, but still a bit nervous. This one here.
Yes. I shall get some water and a loaf of bread.
Right.
Can I pipe up and tell him that you gotta pay for water?
Yeah, you have to pay for water. It's just 1 copper piece. Although we can do it for a less than a copper if you want.
Nay.
My ears like perk up hearing that.
Look, Dragonborns are highly respected. They're like around the rank of nobles in the eyes of people. But anyway, she just bows respectfully and is like, "Very well. 2 copper pieces for the bread. 1 copper piece for the water. Yeah. She goes over here, and she gets and gathers the food. Everyone seems a bit nervous about trying to calm down now, and the performer is now trying to sing again. Although his voice is more nervous as he also grabs his collar and is like, which is the former up here, by the way.
Mhm. I'm staring at him like the dragonborn at him staring across me because like, huh, interesting. You're very
Brings up-
intimidating. I'm liking this.
Hmm.
I can use this.
So she brings open
That's
the
my
bread
thought process.
and water and gives it to him, and is like, "Yeah, the free copper, please."
Here you go.
She pridefully takes it and then looks around and looks at her boss. He nods his head, and she's like, "If you need any work, sir, or working for any jobs, the quest bud is over there with some quests available. Um, if anyone else is, because this is a adventuring bar, of course, that lets adventurers find quests. Makes it easier for you to find your jobs and also get rest, as we specialize in that. If you are an adventurer, that is, I'm not assuming that not everyone here is adventurers. Most people are just common townsfolk. It's just we like seeing the new adventurers. Sorry. As he walks away, shy.
Mm.
I would like to approach the table with pure curiosity and start quizzing him.
All right.
Can
You
I?
approach this Dragonborn, and Dragonborn, you're approached by this what seems to be someone who has DNA blood of a demon in them, also known as tieflings, as the term is referred to, which are not often hated anymore these days as much, especially with like undeads having souls. Even in some cases, they are rarer than even tieflings, and they're more discriminated against. But this kind of tiefling situation, they have improved in their treatment, but they're still quite a bit discriminated against, as far as you're aware. But you're not sure whether she's a good person or not. And she does give off
You're
this unique aura.
May I assist you, curious
Hi!
creature?
I have never seen a dragonborn before.
And
I'm sure.
have not seen any of your kind before. We are in the
Pleasure
same
to
Another
meet you.
family.
How old are you?
I am 150 years old.
Do you have a favorite book?
I don't have much time to travel in or to read in my travels, but
You
I have
probably
read
can't
a
even
book
read.
once, recently.
Ooh, what was it?
It was more of a terror fantasy kind of style.
That seems like it would suit you. No, no offense, of course.
Not taken.
I'm just gonna
I'm
like
going.
yawn and be like, so does this mean we're a party now? Because you just came over here. You're asking him. I'm just adopting you. I want work. How does this work? How do I
Well,
pay
my
you? How
funds
do you
are running
feel?
kind of
I don't like
thin.
I don't like a slow approach. I'm upfront. You're intimidating. I like your vibe. You came here. That shows guts. How much? We can do something. I'm sure of
So
it.
you guys hear rattling as you guys are discussing this on the outside, and you suddenly see a shadow thing appear on the ground here. You don't get to see it much longer as a mysterious like creature. You can't see his body fully, but mysterious creature jumps on the shadow and just stabs it, and you just hear as the shadowy thing, whatever it was, just turns to dust by a small creature in this hooded covered clothing, and you can't tell what it is. Although the token tells you in game, you cannot tell what this thing is.
I
Hmm.
immediately go over to like the thing I'm super curious. Since we can't see it, I immediately just like dart
As
over.
well.
Try to pull off the like cloak immediately.
When you try and pull it off, the creature just punches you and speaks in the language of. Let Goblin pull it up here, make sure Goblin's saying the right language. In a language you can't recognize, but eyes frustrated, going as it punches. That definitely hits. Goblin rolled an 18 there, so that is. And it just punches you away. By the way,
Yeah.
that is. How much damage? Goblin's double checking the strength because Goblin's a bit worried now because you don't have much health, do you?
No, I don't.
Getting one shot straight away.
So that's 6 hit points hit on Arbar.
Hey, I'm not dead, but I'm very not smart for that. Okay.
So he's on the
Yeah, I've got
guard, this
2 left.
creature, and but you do get a glimpse of his hand, and it is clawy, like it has like claw-like hands, and it has like 3 main fingers and a thumb instead of like 4 fingers and a thumb.
Mhm.
So it has less fingers, and you can tell by the way its body is shaped. It's like it's meant to be small, but it's actually like medium size. It's like it's just hunched a lot. And by the way it looks,
Okay.
from your understanding of the way it looks, you can tell it's a half breed of 2 different races from the hands details. Because half breeds usually have unusual details and multi skin colors. You do notice that green fading with like a wooden color.
Gotcha.
Well, after he punched me, I'm looking at where did he punch me? In the gut?
In the gut, yeah.
Yeah, like I grab my gut. I'm like, try to mimic what he said. Like, well, you too, you green little thing.
Wait, Goblin's gonna roll something here. You know what? Yeah. He the creature, whatever this person is, just goes like covering his mouth with his hand now after punching you with his other hand while still on guard. Seems to try and hold back a laugh.
Hey, it's a giggle, so it can laugh.
So everyone's like, what are you? What was that thing? Everyone's like questioning what that shadowy thing was and what is happening. And you hear a lot of mumbling and worries.
I see. In that case, then to prevent it from further injuring anything else, I think I'm able to pick it up right behind, like by its cloak. It's kind of lifted off the ground to prevent it from.
That would be a
harming
grapple
anyone else.
check if you want to try and forcefully
Can I do
try and get
that?
to stop.
Yes.
You get flank advantage here because you're across from someone. Although the creature would notice and pay attention, you would still get flanking advantage if you position yourself there where you were before you moved your token back. Because it does pay attention. So you do get like a +2 as you try and grapple it. But because you're flanking with an ally here, since you're both trying to get it stopped, this strange creature in your eyes. So make a grapple check, which basically grapple is a thing that should be on your character sheet that tells you for you what your bonus is to grappling. Do you see what it is?
Okay, yeah. The total one with the strength modifier 1.
Yep, basically add your strength modifier plus your base attack bonus to grapple.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so grapple check, roll. Goblin also gets to roll back to counter it. But what'd you roll?
Which one's the one for the roll?
So
the grapple
you roll a d20 and then add the bonus of grapple, which is.
Gotcha.
You can roll on Roll20, you can roll your own personal dice, Goblin doesn't care.
Okay.
So that's a 14, yeah, and plus your bonus of 5. So with that successful check, you manage to grapple it pretty well. You can tell it's actually way stronger than you in strength terms, but just messed up its positioning with counter grappling you, that now you have it grappling, and it's now trying to get free. And as it wiggles around, its hood is starting to slowly fall off a little bit. But it's trying to keep itself covered, like it doesn't want people to see it.
Okay. I talk to it and I say, state your business here. We don't need any ruckus in this town.
And while he says that, I pull out my flask of acid and just say, or else.
Roll intimidation check with disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Okay, so that's 2, and we take the lowest. Oh god.
Yeah, he is not intimidated and just looks at you and speaks in common then, and is like, I just saved all of your butts from a shadow demon. Give me a break!
This is a break of your spine. Punch him. Do it.
So everyone's just now getting more concerned, but also people are like panicking now. Anyone is free to do either knowledge history or knowledge arcane on the shadow demon word.
I want to do that,
I have
but I'm
both,
trying to
but
work out how to do it.
I'm
So
too focused on this thing in front of me and getting the cloak off of him. I'm not gonna do any type of check. I'm too focused on this.
Okay,
Fair
while
enough.
I'm sat back, I'd like to roll a history check,
Yeah, so
but I'm not sure
basically,
how.
so what you can do is on the character sheet yourself, you can either roll it with the character sheet or you can roll the d20 and add the bonus. It's up to you how you want to roll it. Basically, go to your skills, scroll all the way down to where knowledge history would be, and then you press the
Oh,
dice
okay.
button on the far right. Because there's a far right dice button like next to the word yes that you see, and also below code.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Oh, good. Yep. You did knowledge arcane though, but that works as well.
Yeah, I changed my mind last minute.
That's fine. But knowledge arcane, you understand the term idea of a demon, and you know demons are hugely dangerous, even in magical terms, because their magic is very dangerous. A shadow demon, though, you don't hear much of, but that's because they're often related to the threat of corruption, which Colin's going to clarify everything to you now, guys, about corruption. So corruption is a very dangerous thing in this world that even most demons do not get involved with, because that stuff basically drives you mad, insane, and basically does all sorts of mental things. But it does give you power, but it removes your right of choice. It basically makes you a puppet to this shadow thing of corruption. A shadow demon is not often heard of because even demons fear this a bit, and even want to avoid being corrupted. So the fact is that there was a shadow demon concerns you a bit, but also makes sense because the way it seemed it was weakened. Because usually corruption weakens people actually until it fully corrupts them, and then it makes them powerful. But by then you lose your right of free thinking and free will. It's basically stripped from you, like you're basically a puppet, a part of a hive mind. And what happens with that is the fact is that the demon was corrupted. It probably wasn't fully corrupted since although this warrior looks strong, you can all obviously tell he wouldn't be skilled enough to kill it if it was fully corrupted. But it was a dangerous demon nonetheless that needed to be dealt with while it was weak, probably. And the fact is that it turned itself to a shadow on the floor. And the fact is that he managed to stab it with a short sword, actually. Sorry, Gollum forgot he didn't have a dagger, he had a short sword, so he stabbed it with a short sword. Means that he dealt with something probably pretty dangerous. And was trying to prevent any corruption spreading or harm to people.
So I'd like to run forward and be like, wait, stop. Is what you speak true?
Check for yourself. Because there is shadowy remains and dust on the floor that you can check and see if it really was corrupted infection, etc.
Okay, so I'll inspect the pile of dust.
Yeah, so you can appraise it to see if it truly is infection, so anyone can appraise it to check.
Great with appraisal.
Yeah, you accidentally pick up and lick it. You accidentally pick up and lick it, and when you do, you're like, you do get feeling a very ill sickness, and the creature just looks dumbfounded at you, like you can see its eyes now, and they're glowing like a unique bluish ember, and he's like, "What did you just do?" Like
I licked it because the best way to find something out is through taste. Taste is one of our most important senses. You should lick it too.
Yeah, just to let you know, you do take like even with the absolute failure of appraising, you do feel like there's something unnatural about it, even for demons.
But at this point, I feel embarrassed and would like to play it off like it was totally logical.
This is just the thing you do, you know?
Golden
That
Fall was
seems
a
like
club
it
idea to
reflects
make
your
you lick it and all that. Is that alright? Was it funny? Good.
I love it.
Yeah,
I am
so-
a firm supporter of licking things to find out what they do.
Yeah, but you can tell it's
show 'em
definitely
they can
not
mental note of
normal for
that.
demons. So, even with the failure.
Alright, so I'll direct my speech to. Alexa, what's your name again?
Mockery? Rockery?
So I direct my speech to Rockery and ask him to put the thing down.
So be it.
But wait, how do we know it can be trusted?
It killed something that clearly was dangerous.
Okay, you started the sentence with "it killed something." How do we know it's dangerous? How do we know that wasn't the good thing and he's the dangerous one?
Good things
Yes,
can't
I'm just-
taste that bad.
You know what? That is a very solid argument, and I believe you. Carry on.
Nat 20 persuasion. Well done. Well done.
Do I need to actually roll a persuasion on that though?
No. That was just role playing you guys are doing. If you guys want actually make roles, or you guys are opposing each other's thought processes in general and want to make roles for that kind of stuff, you can. But that was just fun
Excellent.
role-playing
I was
there.
convincing enough.
No, that's really convincing. I'm sold.
Anyway, also don't forget to bring your mouse along. As you put him down, he quickly looks around, double checks the dust, and sees fiddling with it. He puts some dust on it, and suddenly the dust floats up, and you see these dark faces appear, and goes and then poof, and the dust is gone. And he starts like looking around, it's just like, I'm just disposing of the corruption. Which, by the way, we might want.
So was that your mother-in-law?
He looks at you with disgust and just glares.
Did I say something?
This is special healing powder for corruption. It's meant to remove corruption. Because this stuff is infective. And the fact is that she ate it. You need to eat some of this dust, lady, actually. Please eat this dust. It will cure you of corruption so you don't get infected.
Thank you,
So your
kindly.
cure for eating dust is eating more dust? That sounds a little bit convoluted, don't you think?
You can make an arcane knowledge check to double check.
I'm going to blindly trust and eat the dust.
As you eat dust, you feel your body does heal up a bit. And you suddenly feel like you realize, oh yeah, definitely, I was going to get corrupted there. As you feel your body suddenly be cleansed of all negative side effects, not only just corruption. So any negatives or side effects that you had from any sicknesses or health issues, now just cleansed from your body.
Health issues.
Excellent.
That's nice.
And he begins spraying the rest on the rest of the corruption dust on the floor and everywhere else, wherever it is, and does put a little bit on your feet. Pixel, your character's feet, because you did step in it a little bit as you were walking around, and some of the others did as well. And so he puts powder on your guys' feet, and the corruption just poofs away from you.
Interesting.
But then he's like, dang it, I only have a few pounds left. And he puts the rest away, and is like, are we going now? As he walks that out.
Yeah, sure, I blindly trust this guy now. I did want to kill you a second ago, but sure, you look trustworthy. I'm convinced.
Well, he's just leaving now. It's like he's not even asking you guys to follow him, he's just leaving.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, come back.
You can head through the door.
Come back here, shadowy whatever.
Wait.
And he's like, why are you guys all following me?
I personally would love to offer you some compensation for the dust because it seems like I was in a bit of a bad situation there. What
And
can I
I
give
just
you?
want to see if you're pettable or not.
He looks.
Don't know what these two.
And he just looks irritated as he straightens his backs out, and now it's around the same size as you. Like you realize he is a medium creature, he just hunches a lot. That makes himself look small.
Size does not mean petable. It's about the cuteness. You could be medium and be petable. You could be small and be petable. I want to know if you're petable or are you punchable?
He just looks downright confused, and it's like, look, you don't want to be around me. I'm just going out, helping out, dealing with corruption. That's my job. Please just let me go about my day now, or an evening now. And you guys are probably a new adventuring party or something. I don't know. I don't care. Just go and do the quest board stuff. There's some quests for you that can make some money and start dealing with the Grand Lich threat. That guy is gonna be a problem for everyone. But yeah.
I just heard the word job and I'm all aboard. Where are we going?
You're just adopting him into the party.
I'm just gonna follow him.
He looks dumbfounded and is like, choose your own life stuff. You don't want to be around me. Please, don't.
The more you say that, the more I'm curious.
I'm also very intrigued. Tell us more.
You want fine? You want to know so much?
Why don't we want this?
So he closes the door to the inn, making sure no one else can hear any further, and lifts off his hood, and you realize, oh boy, this half-breed's unique. So, this is right before you. You can tell he's partly like a half wood elf, but he's also a wargeist. A wargeist is a type of goblinoid that is partly werewolf, but not like they can transform into a wolf, but they are not werewolf. They're not like they don't have Lankropathy. You know, the whole thing that basically is a disease that makes you a werewolf. They don't have that. These wargeists. They are very dangerous.
Are they fluffy?
Yes, he does have a lot of fur on his face and like fur on his ears.
Like, immediately start petting the fluff.
Roll handle animal for this. No. Actually, no. Roll charisma check.
All right. Where's my charisma? Stats.
So you roll the charisma stat, and basically there's a dice next to it. You can roll that for a charisma check. You got 13. So he is embarrassed now. He's suddenly paying him, and he tries to push your hand away, but he's struggling to be forceful because he's just not used to his affection, and his face is blushing, embarrassed. Like his face is now turning like a darker green than it always was. Like he does have fangs like of a wolf. You can tell. You can tell his face is he keeps his chin area shaven off. He's definitely like animalistic in a way with his body a bit. And you can tell he definitely has wolf-like features. And you definitely can tell he keeps himself clean though, and keeps like stuff at bay. And does anyone want to do knowledge history or knowledge religion? Actually, would also work.
I can do a knowledge. No, a history. That's what I meant.
So you don't know much history-wise. It's just like you know that although goblins are a newest species in the world, like they've only been around for 1,000 years now or so, you can tell that the whole wargeist part of him being halfway like a weird werewolf-like thing, you can tell that there's some history to it that makes so that's why he partly stays away from people and doesn't let people see his face. Anyone else want to do checks or on religion or history?
Religion. Let me see if I can do that. It's knowledge, right? Religion.
Knowledge.
Is a
knowledge. Religion. Knowledge. History. Even one of those work. But yeah, he's right now just
doing knowledge.
Being pot, and he's just like trying to, not forcefully, but definitely just not sure how to handle his emotions right now as being petted.
I'm gonna try to do, because you just did a history. I'm gonna try religion one. Let me do Religion check.
Pixel, are you gonna do anything as any of this is happening?
I think I'm going to question it to see what its motives and what its current objectives are.
Okay, so Romania, you do get a little bit more. You do know, like, you get all that our local Iliad did, but you also know from rumors that you've heard and things they've heard from religious side of things that creatures like Wargeises often have eaten people and prevented and have done horrible things. Like these creatures are often seen as animalistic and more horrible than even goblins at times. And it's because apparently some do eat people, and you can tell that from what you understand that he's probably been hated not only by some people but by religious people because they have been in some cultures have been ordered to be exterminated.
I don't mind. I keep petting him. Remember, I still want my goblin army.
You want him for your goblin army, don't you?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Very well. Well, as you're paying him, he's just like standing there now and just in the way it's like looking at you. When will you be done?
When you tell us where we're going next.
Yes.
Just go and do the quest boards.
All right, you pick him up. We're gonna go read the quest board.
No. And he tries to make a run for it.
Can I like immediately like try to like tackle or trip him to like stop him from running?
You may make a trip attack. So a trip is an action you can do, and when you do it, just to let you know, usually people get attack of opportunity on you, but this guy clearly doesn't want to hurt you at this point and just wants to be left alone. So he will not take a chance to attack you, but he will be trying to run still. So you may make the trip attempt. So roll D20.
What do I roll? Okay, D20.
And then God believes you add your melee attack bonus for that. Yeah, you make the trip.
Yes. Good.
Okay. So now he is tripped prone on the ground. And he is trying to get back up very quickly.
Pick him up quickly, but cover him up. He doesn't want to be seen, clearly. Pick him up, cover him up. Let's go. You're one of us now.
So I move behind him, and I do another grapple to try and pick him up again.
Yeah, so he's gonna try and challenge a grapple, although at disadvantage since he is on the floor. Yeah, with that, he got 4 for the first roll, so that was gonna be it probably. So yeah, you successfully grapple him, and he's just like flushed to the face now, and it's just like embarrassed as he tries to get out of your grip.
I put my face in front of his and I'm like, before we go, what's your name? I'm just kidnapping you and I don't even know your name.
He looks at you infuriated and he's like, Sly. That's all you get out of me.
Well,
so
Sly.
It's, all right. So it's spelled like this, S-L-A-I, Sly.
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 Got you.
Like green.
Yeah, but
no, well. Go. You want to say?
No, Goblin's just like. So you guys gonna head over to your quest board? Anything else you do? Any conversations you have amongst each other as you guys go and decide your quests, stuff like that?
No, we're just straight going to the quest. We can discuss the decisions in front there with our new friend.
Are we a party now?
Yeah. I decided this.
I'm
how all adventures
but otherwise
starts.
Curious, so I'm along for the ride.
Just let it be known, I am not following anyone's thing. I am just curious about this creature's motives and objectives. So I will be tagging.
Exactly. Tell me not any one of you are curious about him and the shadow demon, something that's corrupted he just killed. Tell me not one of you are interested in that. Exactly. He's coming with us.
You raise an excellent point.
Goblins just getting all the quests that there can be. So you guys can see what there is that popping in your player journals right now. The goblin's just sorting that out. Let's see here. So there's that one. There's that one.
Axel, no, you left him behind.
A goblin
Go,
will pull him
grab
in a
him.
second. No, he's still in your grapple. He's just given up at this point because you all are insistent on dragging him along. And so basically,
Excellent.
goblin will be.
Goblin
will be right there.
I read wedding guards already. Can we put him in a tux? Yes, I've adopted Fly as my little new pet now.
You have some sick fantasies.
So these are the quests you see. So it's investigation of an old house, wedding guards. Some of these you can take multiple of together with, and others you have to do on your own. There's a few more a goblin has to do, but begin discussing what quests you guys want to do.
An old house, we have to go. Come on, please, please, please.
Fine, we can do the wedding one later. I just want to crash a wedding.
Crashing weddings sound fun, but think of all the mysteries in the house.
But here's the thing, just to let you know, some of these quests can come and go. Pay attention.
I suppose a house will be there for a long time. A wedding's one day.
Exactly. Come on, think of the dress up.
Just read the time.
I do want to see a new friend in a tux.
So there's still a few more quests that Goblin's sorting through. Give Goblin a second. Now there is a long quest among them, but Goblin's not gonna say which one it is.
So the wedding is actually due later than the. Oh, that's the wrong quest. That's not the.
Where can I see them? Oh, there.
If you check the journal, let's see, date request, year brass, due date within 2 weeks, as the parents needs to leave soon. So the old house is expiring first, I think.
Yay! Old house, old house, old house.
Or wait, what is the date currently?
Oh, the date. All right. So this is an important detail for you guys. So the date for you guys currently is, as it is, like Goblin's gonna use the old house as an example, just to help Goblin remember. So the date that was put in was the second month of the 21st day. Okay. Oh wait, did Goblin mess up some of the other quests? Because some of the quests are yeah. So basically right now, yeah. It's actually a day after the old house quest has been put up. So it's very new.
So the day of the is basically closest to what it is now. So it's like 2 days, so it's like 222.
222.
Year of brass?
Yeah, 222.
Basically.
Year of brass, correct.
Okay.
Now some of the dates are wrong because Goblin may have accidentally. Yeah, Goblin actually put the wedding guards wrong on because that's yesterday actually when the quest was put out.
Yeah.
So Goblin's gonna adjust that. Thank you. Goblin forgot that mistake. Thank you. But yeah, actually no. Goblin's
so wait, the wedding is the day today then?
No, not today. Because that would be too far of a journey for you guys to make. So look at the new proper due date.
Okay.
And also there's other quests like infiltration of a prison, a rising guild, build the hunt, finding allies. There's a lot of quest choices. Now Goblin's gonna double check. It's all of them there. Yeah, all the quests are there that you guys are gonna be doing.
So is there another third quest? Because I'm really interested in the wedding. You're interested what is that word? Interested in investigating the old house. Is there another one that
I'm largely interested in any sort of mysterious goings on, less so guarding stuff. So I guess the strange activity in the forest, investigation of an old house.
I just want to see what our due dates would be for all of them. If we can maybe choose like one or two and then maybe finish one and see if we have time for another or something like that.
Well, there is some in the same areas they can take multiple of. So like other quests can be done in the same area. The mountain trip and investigation of the old house are the same area as the goblin cave troubles. Those.
Oh. Goblin? Wait. Goblin
Goblin's
Cave
Cave
Troubles. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
More goblins. If I know where I can source my goblins for the goblin army later, I'm one step ahead.
You want a goblin army so bad. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be chaos. Sorry,
I'm
guys.
mainly
cleanup
interested in the investigative ones, but I'm also running low on funds, so we'll take any quest at the moment that seems easy enough.
So some of them you are allowed to take multiple of, some of them are restricted a bit, but some people are getting desperate, like the wedding guards one, because no one has replied to it, and it's getting close to wedding day. So if you need to do other quests along the same time, the maximum quest that any adventurer can take to do at the same time would be 3 to 4, especially for beginners. As the higher level you go, the less you'll be able to take be cut with you to confirm that you have them, because those quests as are basically like will get harder, and so basically you will not have as much resources or time to travel and do multiple of them.
So is this wedding one like? And I'm seeing that it has to be done solo.
Yeah, but
Does that mean we?
But there is a note, like the bartender is hearing you guys talk and plan about stuff about this wedding and guard stuff, and also the question is like the noble families actually are getting a bit desperate to get some wedding guards because it is a witch that is a problem of them, and they just want people to be there at this point to prevent trouble. So they are willing to let you do quests in the area as long as you are back in time for the date of the wedding exactly when it happens.
So we'd all travel as a group, and then so bad with names. Romia would go and do the actual wedding section.
Yeah, so you can do the wedding guards, you can do like a few other quests while you're there, like the old house investigation, the mountain trip if you want to
Because
activity.
I see the wedding guards one is 500 gold and an item of uncommon rarity. So that's actually 500 gold is not bad as a payment.
Well,
as a
here's
reward.
the thing. There's also extra rewards as well. Pay attention to that, because read that information. It will make you have extra objectives. Read everything, people.
Ooh, an extra 300. Possibly favor within reason.
So
that does sound fun.
Would we perhaps be able to work together on the wedding guards one? Like one do the actual guard work and the other one the other two go out and try to find out what the witch's reason is, and that would make it what 800 gold. That's a split between three. That's not bad.
I think that's a very fair offer.
The split between 3, but what about your pet over here that I am still currently holding at will?
I'm not a pet!
Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of him. I'll feed him, I'll bathe him.
I see.
I'll split my share with him. It's okay.
I feel like we get money based on our contribution, right?
He just looks over in rage at you all. I am a flipping person and I have dignity, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Sure you do, little guy.
Don't worry about it.
Stop struggling. If you slither anymore, you're gonna get hurt.
You're mean to him. He's such a small guy.
I am actually around your size. I just hunch a lot.
Small in spirit.
For us, you will always be a little guy.
Can you just let me go? I won't bother run at this point since you're also insisting on me traveling with you.
I vote no. What do you guys think?
He's just so carryable. You can roll a deception check here. And you would get exhausted eventually of trying to hold a guy forever and just keeping him hold forever. You would eventually get exhaustion from holding him forever.
That's fair.
Because he is heavy.
Fine, if you promise you don't run. Otherwise, I pull out the acid bottle again. I have good aim, I swear.
Okay. You can do a deception, a sense motive check to check if he's being deceptive. So roll that skill to see if he's being bluffing or
Which
not.
skill?
So it's sense motive. So it's all the way down below,
sense
below,
motive.
It's below.
Yeah, not bad. Gotcha.
Below search.
Axel, you know how to roll them?
Do I do it?
Anyone can.
I feel like you should. You're the one that doesn't want to put him down, right?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. What? Me? Not put him down, or me wanting to put him down?
You're the one that's more suspicious of him.
Yeah. So I should roll it. Let's see. This one.
Sense motive.
Okay, so Phil can't tell fully, but he feels like he probably is fine. You can 100% tell he's being honest, but he's also just like not wanting to be treated as a pet. He actually is very insulted by that, and he's actually wanting to beat the crap out of the bard, but he's not gonna do it.
I see.
Sure.
Then I shall let you down. And I apologize for my mistreatment in calling you a pet. You shall free will do what you please.
I don't.
You feel a bloodlust rage glowing from this little guy that you know is often hated and wanted dead, and he wants to beat you to a bloody pulp.
Pet.
The glare continues. There is no compassion for you at this point from him.
Oh, he's gonna hate me by the end of this.
Or you'll Stockholm syndrome him, you know?
That's a better option.
Yeah. That'll be definitely chaos. But so what quests have you guys decided to do? Because you can take a maximum of 3 to 4 quests with you, and the Wedding Guards one is getting a bit desperate from what you understand. And also,
you said the old house is in the same area as the wedding, right?
Yes, alongside the Goblin Cave and the Mountain Drip and the Strange Activity in the Forest. But also some other quests are too within similar areas. They're all relatively close because this is like
I just read the thing for the old house one, the extra 100 per important detail detained. Or death and any unnatural threats to people gathered, done, or gained.
Doesn't it sound intriguing?
It does sound intriguing.
But also read the Goblin Cave Troubles. You'll probably find some interesting information there. Because Goblin wants you to actually read everything and learn how to read these quest informations. Because they do have interesting information. 50 gold pieces per child goblin.
And that could be profitable if we rob the place.
But what if I want to keep them somewhere locked up for the army later?
50 gold pieces per child goblin returned unharmed and safe. That is from the cave. Along with any fur coats, stolen items from the cave returned in good condition will be worth 10 gold pieces each returned item.
Just think, if you save them, they'll be indebted to you, and you'll have a consensual goblin army.
Even better than they won't defy because they're being not treated well. They'll defy because they're not being treated well.
Treat them well.
So, just to let you know, the Strange Activity in the Forest one. Extra, if you somehow don't listen to common sense and somehow kill the beast or stop the threat, you will gain extra rare item, extra 50 gold pieces each. So that means each of you get 50 gold pieces. If you manage to somehow kill this thing. Because wherever it is, they're implying staying.
I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, right now I feel like, firstly, I need to somehow get something to heal me with because I'm at 2 HP because I got punched in the gut, if we remember that right.
Oh, you can rest at the end if you want. And rest and get rest and get one.
It is nighttime, so we should probably get a rest before we head out anyway.
Before we head out, rest, so I can just reset that. But I feel like taking on something that literally says if you don't listen to common sense and somehow kill the beast, one character has 8 HP, I don't know what the rest of you are at. I feel that's not very logical right now.
I mean, it also says, but it's clearly something you should not fight if you're a low-rank adventurer.
So here's the thing.
And I mean, it's due done by the end of the year, so we have.
We got time. We got time.
So here's the thing: Goblin will allow any of you to make a knowledge arcane or knowledge dungeon check on what this thing possibly could be with the little information there is.
Dungeon, I think. Knowledge dungeon. Let's see.
Because if you can narrow it down without even going on the class
Yes.
and figure it out. Ilya, you have no idea.
I'm not very smart.
But dungeon.
Did I figure it out?
Oh, you put the pieces together. This thing. There's possibly 5 options it could be.
Huh.
There's the toxic Hydra, which is lethal, deadly, and poisonous with its gases.
Poison!
You are not ready for such a beast. You know this because those things usually, even some very skilled adventurers, have instantly melted to that gas.
Yeah, I realize it, but I'm just very excited about the poison.
The other things are it also could be a poisonous mushroom creature. It's a walking 2 feet mushroom creature. They call them shroom creatures that walk around and spread around poisonous gas. The fact it's on the surface, because usually they live on the ground, is what would be concerning about it. Why would it move to the surface? The third one is I was trying to remember the name. It's basically like this little pesticide creature that looks like tiny, but it looks like bacteria in real life terms, and lets out spores in humongous bursts that infect entire areas and make animals go insane, and also people insane. And it's very toxic, the gas, as well. The third one is a type of ooze that's made of gelatinous stuff as usual, but also can turn into a gas. It like has a transforming ability, which makes it very dangerous because it moves around, purposely placing itself as a gas, making it look like itself it's harmless, but then turns into its solid form again, capturing people. Which, by the way, the bacteria-shaped one is a type of undead. But the worst one that could be, which relates to the idea it could possibly be a dragon, is the Fear Dragon. These dragons, from what you know, are very, very dangerous. They are some of the Dragons of Lies, which are special dragons that are very dangerous and represent some of the worst of humanity when it comes to emotional things like liars, dragons, the opposite of chivalry dragons. They were bonniers or something, dragons. Basically, rude dragons and corrupt dragons. Basically, very evil dragons. Each of these types of dragons were. And fear dragons are some of the most dangerous among them. And the way they look are horrifying. Like, you know how catnap looks, folks, with its long, skinny, like bony and bony form. Imagine that with claws, has a poisonous breath weapon gas, that drives people insane, pain, and fear.
And I pet it.
And it has wings. And it's most of the time they're evil. Yeah, basically...
That's not gonna stop me.
Basically, fear dragons are 100% super dangerous. And often have caused, not only with their gases, like, the fact is that's doing its visible gas, because they can change whether the gas is visible enough, because they may want to turn people, because the gas is most dangerous when you're asleep, because they basically eat your dreams and make you have endless nightmares to sustain themselves for immortality, basically.
So all around, every single thing it possibly could be is bad for us right now.
And the dragon...
Maybe later, not now.
But basically the fear dragon, oh my goodness, that thing is terrifying if it is the fear dragon.
All around, I'm going to put a flat refusal on that quest.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that one. I just take the paper, like the quest paper, like the sheet off the board, and like, we're not doing that one. Not now. No.
Well, we need those quests on the board still for those who aren't going to take them in the future, possibly.
Aren't cowards like you.
I put it back on. Sure, buddy. Somebody will take it, definitely.
Some adventurers are stupid. We acknowledge that.
and they will not come back.
Yeah, some have. Barely.
Barely, exactly. That's not going to be me today.
But yeah, what
So-
quests do you guys take?
I think we take the wedding one, and then while we're there, we investigate the old house. And it was also the cave if we've got time, right?
Yeah, if we can maybe if we go on our way back and there's still time, we can do the Goblin Cave because I see it is done before the end of the month. But it's already the 28th of the month, so it probably is close to the end of the month already.
But here's the thing, just as a note with the Goblin Cave, so in this world, months last a bit longer, but that's because there are more months and more days. Here's the thing. You guys are actually in the middle of the month for you, because there's not 7 days in a week, I was trying to think the exact number, there's like 3 extra days in a week, so 10 days in a week in this world. And an extra, like every month has basically the exact same number of days, which is around 32 or something, maybe less, maybe more. Goblin needs to double check. It's been a bit since Goblin looked the calendar year stuff, how it works in this world. So, but yeah,
We're in the middle of the month. Okay, not at the end. So we do have time. Well,
yeah.
Let's just see. I feel like we could take those 3.
So you're taking Wedding Guards, Investigation of the Old House, and Goblin Cave Troubles?
Yeah. If everybody agrees.
I am so down, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Now, when you guys take these, again, from these, of course, you're taking the head owner of the shop, which is this guy here, who's been watching over you guys, helping you out, understand things, and has been the one that's been in place of Goblin, explaining the quest boards to you and how they are read, like the information of the extra stuff. Like he's like, yeah, this is how the extra stuff works. Looks, and that's what it means. This is happening with the wedding guards thing, and this stuff is like this, etc. He's been the one helping you out.
Ah, so he was our guide.
Yes. Now, after he's done helping you, he's like, alright, 3 quests, Goblin Cave Troubles, Investigation of Old House, and the Wedding Guards quest. Yeah, very good, very good. Just to let you know, there will always be new quests on the board, and some of the ones you have openings to take will be gone on and taken, etc. with time. So, basically, we do apologize if you guys go and take any miss chances for any quests that you may have wanted to take, but there has to be limits and give every adventurer a chance to become very strong and very capable. So you have taken these quests, so I will be putting these in as taken quests. So Goblin's going to be moving these handouts that they are and putting them in taking quests for you guys that they will now go over there in that fold, because there's a special folders that Goblin has for these type of things to organize quests. So you've taken the Wedding Guards quest, you've taken the Goblin Caves Trouble quest, and the Investigation of the Old House quest. Taking quest. Ah, come on, get in there. There we go. So, since you guys have taken these quests now, he's like, have a good day, and feel free to come by, because this is where most adventurers come to anyway, around these parts. And if you have any issues, concerns, or questions, please do ask. And also, of course, we allow an optional fee, basically, for first-time adventurers who do not have horses yet, to make travel easier for you guys, especially to get places that are farther away for certain quests. We allow an optional fee. They can pay 25 gold per person, a special discount, to let you borrow our horses, who are trained to come back here in case danger happens, and basically from anywhere, really, on our continent, and let you guys do your quests with some aid of travel. Would you like to pay that gold?
How much is the optional fee?
The optional fee for first-time adventurers, especially if you have to do your first round of quests, would be 5 gold per person per horse. But the little guy with how he hunches, he does technically somewhat count as a smaller creature in a way, although he is medium in size. So he may be able to fit with one of you. He may not with an extra horse, so you may only need 3. But
I'll
Nah,
carry the little
Romeo
guy.
will buy him. Oh,
I'll carry the little guy.
very well.
Or
very
I'll
well.
just buy them a horse. I'll
Each of
pay
you
it.
can pay separately for each of your own horses, or you can all, depending on what you want to do. I'm not the one to judge or decide how you guys go about this.
So if we pay self, it's just like 5 gold pieces each.
5 gold pieces to get a horse to ride your way to there and back. And it will ride itself back if there's danger and you guys die. Basically, you don't have to worry about returning them. 'Cause they
Great
will
to
return
know.
Themselves.
Excellent.
Basically,
I'll buy one for me and for our little friend over here, little Sly.
like the little guy pulls out that he has a bag of coins and he's like, "I have some gold."
Oh, great. You
No,
want to
no,
buy
no,
mine
no.
as well, then?
That's probably chocolate coins. I'll buy him one.
He puts a gold coin on 5 gold coins on the table and is like, "Check." And the barkeeper checks and he bites it and it doesn't dent at all. Yep, these are real gold. Thank you, strange.
Can I
figure.
try to
See, I told you
Swipe
chasing
what?
things is the best way.
Can I try to swipe some gold out of his bag to give it like 5 gold out of his bag to put it on the table?
Do sleight of hand.
I feel like we're gonna need to make night watches just because Sly's 100% going to
He's
kill you.
totally
in
gonna
just
try
minute.
and kill me.
Yeah, okay, so Goblin needs a small spot check here to see if he notices anything. And oh boy, he definitely sees your hand and grabs it lightly and squeezes it with a strength check.
You're gonna die from
Yeah,
trying to steal
so
it.
you do feel pressure, but it's not harsh or anything. And he just speaks in this low tone of voice, which is it's fairly intimidating to you. And he's like, "If we're gonna be working together, you need to learn to not do that to your comrades."
Your coin dropped. I was just trying to pick it up, I guess.
Bluff check.
Please believe me. Oh God.
All right, sense motive to counter that, and yeah, okay. So he just looks at you and he's like, "I can tell you're not fully telling the truth, but you're just trying to save your own hide. We'll leave it for now."
I just pull away and just take 5 gold pieces out of my own pocket and just put it down instead and just pretend like nothing ever happened.
I can't find where I've got my money, so I don't know how much money I've got.
You should have enough, because the way you go to your money, Goblin's going to pull it up here with your character sheet. It's over by your equipment, your money. You should have put it, at least. Yeah, you scroll down and it's
No, I
money.
put it somewhere, but it's gone. Oh, there we go.
Why you have 290? What?
I forgot to mark off the other stuff, but I've got cheap stuff.
Yeah, you didn't really buy much in gear terms.
Hacklight.
Like Goblins willing to make an exception and say you can get Bowl of Alchemist Fire or poison yourself if you want, or some special toolkits.
I was looking, these were the ones that appealed to me. I'll buy stuff on the road.
Very well. But you have probably like Goblin believes. What background did you have that gave you? Because your background goal is how much gold you have on you.
Scholar.
What?
Scholar, study, whatever.
Basically, you should have some 5 gold on you at least. Goblin's going to remove that extra. Because you shouldn't have 250. Goblin says, like, really, you should have, like, 15 gold probably. So if you spend 5, you'll have 10 gold left over with having these horses help you.
Excellent. Okay. Wow, I lost a lot of money.
Do you see how much money you're going to get from these quests once you're complete?
Exactly. But okay. I accept my
We'll
10
get
gold.
back there.
I blame Romeo.
You know, that's fair.
Alright, so Pixel,
I
do
will
you get
get
a
us
horse
into
as
trouble
well?
later.
And what do you do as all this chaos is happening, by the way? Like, are you doing anything? Or are you just silently watching?
I'm just silently watching.
So, you pay your 5 gold for a horse?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, as he nods his head, it's like, alright, you can head outside and begin your trip right now, or you can sleep in for the night, and this will actually cover your sleep for the night. You get free sleep with getting horses, and you can head on in and sleep at the back in area. Each of you have your own bedroom. There are the top 4 doors in a row. Oh, and along in a row. Oh, in the back, very back side of the inn, you can go through this door there. Yeah, to go to your bedrooms. There are some people in there just to let you know. And have a good night's sleep. And I hope you have a wonderful time adventuring. And just as a note, actually, for you four. There is some rumors around that some people have been siding with the Grand Lich that are adventurers. And apparently even some rumors that somehow the Grand Lich is somehow giving quests to adventurers. Do keep an eye out on that.
Is he the Grand Lich?
Sense motive check.
uh, where is it? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
So you can't tell really how he is. He just seems like you see some sweat of worry about speaking about the Grand Lich. Like he seems like he just doesn't like talking about it, but you're not sure.
I understand. Thank you for the warning.
Now the bedrooms are here that each of you have. One here, and one here, and one here. He didn't specify which ones you get. He just handed you guys 4 keys. So you need to sort out which ones who goes to who.
That.
Alright? Which key you try? Because you have the 4 keys, and none of you have bothered to try which one to figure out which one's which.
I'm trying everyone until one of them works.
So he
So I
has
can give
all
the
4
rest to
keys
them.
right now.
Yeah, I have all 4 keys.
So when you try the
Key,
first
please.
one by random luck, it doesn't work the first one, but by random chance again, yeah, that one works. So it opens for you the door now,
And I
the 3
give
other
the
keys.
other 3 keys to the rest of them and say, good luck, I hope you
Wow,
figure it
so
out. I am
rude.
exhausted. Go in, close the door, and I sleep.
Yeah, so Goblin's gonna show you the thing really quick because you do see what your room is like, and all of them. Goblin's gonna reveal all of them. They're all the same mostly for the part, but yeah, those are your 4 bedrooms right there.
See. So I want to try this door first.
So you try it. Goblin's rolling to see if you're lucky or not. Yeah, you managed to open it first try with your key.
Now, because I was raised right, I give the key to Pex, I keep forgetting your name. Can you roll something just so I've got a little visual of it?
Nah, it's Volcarin. Volcarin.
Volcarin.
It's...
Give the key to Volcarin and try this one.
Okay.
Oh, stop following me, weirdo.
You said try this one. What do you mean?
So she
No,
gave the key that opened
Wait.
for you and basically let you have this room and basically has...
Gotcha.
Because I was raised right. No
I'm
shadiness
tired,
here,
okay?
I swear. Every time I walk past his door, I'm just shouting that through the keyhole.
So you try again, and Goblin bets, and yeah, you managed to open it. Yep, it was the correct one.
Oh, yay, I'm so lucky. And again, hand it over and go here.
And before you do that, when you hand him the key, he touches your hand politely with his veiny lips, gives a kiss like a sweat of like in a noble way, trying to be respectful in a noble tone. And he's like, "Thank you, my lady."
Thank you for curing me of corruption.
And the others just start whistling around you too. And
Ew.
you just go, "No." Just no. And everyone just laughs. The people just around the area laugh. Like they like the sound people that show about things. They like teasing about that kind of stuff. You've been seeing that before, like in the market area, stuff like that. They like teasing.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you all asleep now?
I'd like to have another go at messing with my puzzle box at some point, but now's probably not the time because I don't know what that entails. But I
Oh,
You don't want
headcanon
to
that she.
unleash a demon accidentally in the middle of the night while we just
Why not?
started.
There's so many adventurers here. It's the best place to do it. Middle of
I mean,
nowhere.
that is.
We have
that
to
is-
deal with it.
I mean, if
So-
all else fails, we can just run away and let the rest of them deal with it.
Exactly. But I guess I don't
given to her by
really
her
know.
parents. It wouldn't be a demon.
I don't know. My parents might secretly hate me.
Okay, sure. That's what you're thinking.
That's
Well,
worse.
So-
But yeah, I like to imagine that she's messing with the box literally every night.
Very well. So the check you would do for that is actually basically from the layers of what you can tell, from you have searched and looked this box before, you know you have to do magical checking first to basically figure out how to get the ruins to do what you want because there's magical ruins on this box. And you're trying to figure out how to get the ruins to activate. So you need to do a spellcraft check first to get even the first layer of unlocking it done.
Excellent. Spellcraft. A B C D E F G.
So as you fiddle with it, you can't really figure out what the ruin is, but that's because of how jumbled it is. As you try and figure out what this ruin is and what the magical spell is that triggers to open this next segment to make it so you can continue getting into the box, you just can't seem to figure out the placement to make a ruin because you haven't seen this type of markings before, really. And so you're like, and you can't even recognize magical knowledge of it, really, on the sides or edges or the detailing. So you're like, you're not able to really solve it as usual. It's just like the spellcraft bit of it to understand the ruin is hard on you.
So I just sigh, accept it as another defeat, and go to bed.
Do any of you do anything else as you go to sleep? Anything at all?
I've been snoring since I went into the room that first second.
You know what? Golin's gonna roll something here.
Well, yeah, you were really nearly dead, right?
I'm literally nearly dead. I have 2 HP.
So
I'm not gonna
Goblin-
mess around with anything.
So Goblin wants to clarify here. This little warhog guy has +4 strength. He got a 2 on his D3 of damage. Or D4. So basically when he punched you, he did 1d4 damage of 2 plus 4. So he gets 6 damage in one punch.
So you could be very easily one shot by your pet.
I will proceed to not annoy him too much so that I might die. But I will still annoy him nonetheless.
I think he's into it.
I think
Nah,
I do.
the guy actually does not generally like it. Like the pet stuff, especially, he's not a pet. He generally does not like it. He just doesn't want, because he already is hated and all that. He doesn't want to deal with more discrimination if he snaps.
That's
I
what
feel
they
bad
all
for the
say.
little guy.
I'm still calling him a little guy.
He's medium in size, but okay.
He's a little guy at heart.
Our little guy.
Alright, very well. Anyway, as you guys are sleeping for the night and sleeping, our local Dragonborn, guess what?
What's up?
You have a vision in your sleep.
Ah,
From your deity Behemoth, or your powerful being that you follow, who is still around
oh,
for some reason.
great lord. Mm.
And he just goes down to you and transforms into a more dragonborn form, and sits at a table and offers you a seat in the stream state.
Okay.
And he's like, "So you're traveling with some very strange people."
They are a curious bunch, but well adjusted too.
You remember why I sent you here?
Of course, I shan't forget.
So Goblin's gonna tell you here. The reason Bayonot sent you here is because he wants you to be one of his representatives to assist with the Grand Lich threat.
Ah, I see.
And he's like, so to inform you, some of the quests that you are going on, because those powerful beings are paying attention to what's happening, but we have a lot to clean up to do ever since the war happened, and many innocents died because of our fighting. With what is happening, from what details we have gathered, some of the quests that you are handling, particularly like the Goblin Cave one and the Wedding Guard one, do somewhat involve the Lich, from what we understand. So, complete those missions as intended and do the best outcomes you can. But be wary of the Bard. That Bard. I do not force people to be red mind up, and I let people have their rights and their choices. Just as much as we've been encouraged by the one, as is his law, that we do not strip people of their freedom of right and choice. That is what lets the corruption win. The issues, though, with this Bard, though, I sense that there may be trouble with him. And actually, be kind to that Warkheist half-breed. He is very troubled. There's a reason he reacts to what he does to the Ward Pet. What he hides is something for you to learn on your own terms. As for the Tiefling, she will probably be one of your greatest allies, as she does have dragon blood of allies of mine running through her veins, through her magic as a sorceress. She will be your greatest asset.
Yes.
Good luck, my young dragonborn, and grow on your own that you may be able to protect the people of this world.
Of course.
Vanishes.
I'm not gonna even argue that I'm gonna be the problem.
You're not even there, dude.
That's like totally fair.
It's a good analysis of you.
Yeah. So, Pixel, how do you feel about that whole interaction right there that your Palpatine came and gave you some guidance? Because that will happen every now and then.
I feel well off. I am now a bit more knowledgeable on what my current objectives are.
Now, as you guys fully rest for a night of sleep, you all recover any spell slots, any things you use, any resources that are replenishable, any items that are one-time uses that you not replenish, and you only get back 1 hit point each if you lost any.
1 hit point.
So Colin's gonna clarify here. 3.5 E. You recover a lot slowly when it comes to healing naturally. But that makes sense. That's a bit more realistic. So basically, the best way to usually heal actually is to get health potions or cleric healing or basically spell healing. Basically, magical healing is usually the best thing.
Do we have a cleric? He's not a cleric, is he?
We have a sorceress. We have our strange. We have a monk. Goblin believes, right?
Oh, is there a monk?
Yes.
No. I thought one of you guys could. Wait.
Nope, we can do nothing.
Did I get a healing spell? No, I didn't. I don't have magic.
Yep, you do not have healing spells yet as Bard. You can get them as Bard. Goblin believes it's like a whole special thing, but yeah,
I should have gone healer.
Can I just mend my wounds?
You may use a heal skill check to cover them a bit more to make them heal a bit faster. Yes.
I'm gonna do that, please, because I did nothing.
You heal very much slower in 3.5 than 5e. Goblin should have clarified that. Apologies.
I wasn't.
Oh wait, what if I have
Good,
a
good.
what
The
if I have
wrong
a healer's
thing.
kit? Does that do anything?
That does buff it up, yes.
I'm really sorry. I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alright,
Okay.
but you guys
I-
awaken. What do you guys do?
I believe I go to Romier's like door and I offer the healer's kit.
Well, move your token to his door then.
Romier, I remember last night's interaction, and I feel like you need some assistance, and I am here to offer this healing kit for you.
So
You
whoever has the
clearly
better
made
healing check
mistakes.
should probably do that. So when it comes to a healing kit, thankfully it's not a one-time use, but when you use it, basically it will add an extra hit point of restoring health. And basically it works. Basically, healing kits are a cheap version of a 1d4 healing with no extra bonuses unless you roll like a nat 20 and you use your heal skill check. Last goblin check.
Okay.
Goblin Mania double check that. Like, how does the healer's kit work? There's a special thing. Goblin's gonna read here, make sure. Healer's kit, healer's kit, healer's kit. Here we are. Okay, so it has a limited uses. It gets exhausted and is no longer usable after 10 uses. It adds +2 bonus to heal checks.
Okay.
So, but Goblin
I
does
return.
double check skills.
So do it. So do I do the heal check, right? Because I'm the one that's doing it for him, or
Well,
come
whoever
back.
wants to do it who has a better heal check skill. So you would check your skills and see who you think would be better to do the heal check.
I have 3.
Would not be a good option for that. I don't have it.
So yeah,
I have
3.
3
Yeah,
for
you
you.
I
probably
don't
want
have
to
any modifier for it.
leave it as the NPC goblin ally or goblin's ally for you guys that you have gained. He has no skill in healing last goblin check. Let's goblin check. Oh no, he's a little bit skilled, but you are better skilled at it than he is.
Okay, so I should roll a heal check then.
Yes,
Uh,
it's a d20 plus the bonus of 3, and yet extra +2 bonus from the healer's kit.
Yes. $21.
Hmm.
My
Okay, so
heal.
why are you sideways?
Because I'm talking to him.
Okay, so you did
Oh.
a fantastic job, and you don't have to turn sideways to be saying you're talking to him. But with your heal check, actually, so the way you would do this healing process is that as you guys are traveling, you can do like have him make sure he rests 8 hours a day, basically with this heal check that you've done, and basically you double up the speed of his healing. And by the way, each hit point does healing happens per hit dice. So like if you're level 2, you would heal 2 hit points per long rest, etc. Just to clarify. And with that, so essentially level 1, it's only 1 hit point. But with this heal check, basically now, you will be able to, for the next while, as he helps you recover, you basically get 2 hit points per long rest, which you will be resting as you guys travel to your destination, because it's still 2 days, so you can get 8-hour sleeps as you set up camp and all that. So you should fully recover before you get to your destinations.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Excellent.
But yeah,
I will
basically,
not be just having 3
Right.
HP going into these things.
But yeah, you will basically probably recover. So now the horses are right outside. Goblin did not bother to get tokens for. Actually, no, wait. Goblin has some tokens for horses somewhere. Let Goblin find the token horses.
I want to quickly also just run really quick to the bathroom as well. So I'm gonna be like a second, and then I'll be right back.
Very
Don't
well.
fall in.
Before we jump in, I'll try
And-
my best.
Everyone's free to roleplay, by the way. So while we wait for.
So we're sort of just gearing up to head out now, right?
Yep. Your mysterious hooded figure friends stay on the couch by the fireplace, by the way, which is now out right now because it is not night anymore.
Excellent. So I'm gonna head over and start yapping. I'm still thinking about what to say though. Start with a jolly good morning.
And he just looks up and is like, morning.
Did you sleep well?
Sense mode check.
Sense motive check. I am not good with rolls.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, it was good sleep. It was good sleep. Yeah.
You excited for our journey today? Oh my god, I've lost Fluffball. Ah.
And he looks over and sees the mouse and is like, is that a minuscule hamster?
He's cute, right? You want to touch him?
As you bring the mouse over to him, he's like looking confused and just looks at funny as your mouse does scurry a bit scared by the presence of your friend and Sly.
I will
Slay.
stroke Fluffball and reassure him that everything's okay.
Do a handle animal check there. But you will get
Oh,
advantage.
what if Fluffball doesn't like me? Oh no.
You have
Where's handle
advantage.
animal? Yeah, but you underestimate my rolls. Oh no, yeah, it uses charisma. Yay.
Just roll a second time just in case you nat 20.
Excellent. I did not.
Yeah, but you did really well and calmed him down really well that he now looks at the Slay as a friend and is like smiling at him. And Slay just lightly pets him and is like, I think we should try and group up all together and be in one spot probably. And he just hops on over the couch and starts politely keeping his head down and walking on over to where the local Dragonborn is. Sits by him. And he's like, so hopefully Ilya would be here in a bit, but why are you traveling with these guys? Me, I'm just being dragged along, but yeah.
Hmm. I see. What was the
You
question?
see what?
What was the question again? Was I was phasing out.
Oh,
Repeat yourself, young one.
you phase out, huh? That's understandable. Things happen sometimes. You get distracted. I'm not used to socializing. That's the common term for it, right?
Yes. Do not mind me. I just tend to focus on certain things.
I've heard that Dragonborns are always dutiful.
Hmm. How are you feeling regarding that bard?
Yes, that's me. I'm back.
Well, you're not over there right now. You're right now still in your room as you.
Yeah, I know. I'm still in my room. I'm just chilling.
You just
So-
wanted a good entrance.
So he's like, clever one, but yeah, as he's like, if he didn't call me a stinking pet, I think I wouldn't mind him as much, but he treats me like I'm some sort of property. He speaks with disgust about it, by the way.
We are in the same boat. I believe him to be a nuisance, and yet I don't know him. But I am not going to make any quick judgment yet, since I have not seen him out in the field. As for the curious creature that is the other woman with the little mouse, I sense something about her, but I can't put my finger on it. I will keep a close eye on her.
You're respectable. You do what you can to do what must be done to protect people, I can tell. After all, you be choosing to follow Behemoth, correct? Usually Dragonborn like you have to be willing to do a lot to become a Dragonborn in the first place.
It is true that I follow in Bahamut's guidance. Yes.
What was it like being your former race and then just suddenly, as you choose to take this path, just having a full new form with most of your old identity gone, basically?
Um, it was quite a transition. I would say a little humbling, as my previous race with before I been enlightened was a bit of a roller coaster of a life.
Fascinating indeed. Fascinating indeed.
Alright,
He just
I
sits there
at this
quietly.
point would like to be smashing on this door.
Alright, as you smash on the door very heavily, Romania, you're now just hearing very loud smashing on the door.
Boom, boom,
Oh.
boom, boom.
Just 5 more minutes, please. I'm just
No.
sleeping off this hangover.
The day breaks. We must go.
It's day already. Fine.
It was 2 hours ago.
Fine. Okay. It's later than I expected. All right. I'm ready to go. Fine. Fine.
Oh
I would
wait,
like to
Goblin forgot
just
to mention,
leave.
most of these people are gone now. Like, some of these people went off to jobs, some people... The bar's
Are
pretty
are
empty,
they
actually,
still
now. They're all
are they
gone
still
now.
sitting over here?
Yeah, they're still staying over there when you
Yeah.
come in, and they're like... And
All right.
the little guy just stands up and is like, shall we go then?
I immediately go towards him and I pet him again.
As you pet
I don't
him,
call him a pet. I just pet him. That's it.
He just looks up at you, confused, and just walks away and heads up to the horses.
I can't help Fluffy. Our door.
I like how all these horses have really short legs.
Well, that's the thing is it's like the horses take this type of up a square space, and these are the online pictures Goblin got.
Yeah, don't worry. I was on,
So
I understand why
dorky.
they look really cute with just tiny short legs.
So, you guys choose what horses you ride, or
I would
this
like
is
this one, but I'm happy to engage in a
Goblin
duel for a
hops on
different
with
one.
the Dragonborn? Funny enough, not why be near the
It's a
bar.
favoritism.
Go. No.
And
Buddy.
he just looks at you.
I just stretch out my hand and be like, buddy.
And he just gives you a look and smirks and goes, ha!
Get snubbed.
I just look very sad. Just don't say anything for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, so just as a note, the guy comes up here and is like, alright, so with your tents and equipment, you should be fine. Your horses will get you there faster. Just as a note of interest with each of your horses. The one that you're riding, miss, is Night Rider. One of the
What
fastest
a
out
cool
there.
name.
And he often, unlike the others, he'll attack enemies if annoyed. So you just stay on her and you'll be safer than normal.
Woohoo!
The round horse you're on, good bard, sir. As long as you don't play any music or cause any disruption, we'll be fine. Because this horse hates music, funny enough.
Seriously?
He smirks at you, like purposely taunting you. And he just laughs and goes, I'm joking. The horse actually loves music. As long as you are good at it.
Okay.
And his name
I will
is
wait my
Butterscotch.
serenading for later.
Oh.
Butterscotch? Oh my gosh!
I wanna
immediately
swap,
start
you wanna
petting
swap?
Butterscotch. No. Butterscotch is
Please.
mine.
Butterscotch is
No.
Butterscotch. He is a chill horse, and it will be there.
This is
by
the
your side.
best name ever.
And then he looks over the Dragonborn and the strange creature to him, and he's like, "To you, great Dragonborn, we made sure to get you the best white horse available to us. Was White Wind. White Wind is the most noble, but also ferocious horse we have available. Even noblemen actually often rent this horse out from us."
Okay, and is it a male or a female?
This young beauty is a she, and just to let you know, alongside her elegance and firmness, she often has this intimidating nature that even some creatures fear getting near her. Actually, like she doesn't make wolves. She doesn't run away from wolves. She just glares at them, and they run.
Hmm. She will be fine.
Now,
Not better
have a
than
sip.
butterscotch, though.
Mm.
Well, you should have picked butterscotch first.
Nightwind is.
I doubt you'll
fastest
be
among
able to
the
tame her.
horses.
I question your bard abilities.
Well, these are all tame horses already trained already, and they've been informed to let you guys ride them and go with them to your quests.
Are you
So,
questioning my skills in music? You know what? Bet. If I play music right now and the horse hates it, you can have butterscotch.
You've got yourself a deal.
All right, I am gonna do a performance.
oh boy.
I whip out my lyre and I immediately start playing a song.
All right.
Why is it?
What's the melody? Where you try and make the sounds in your head and try and play them out for us.
You got to do a real life performance now. Sing a song.
Disco girl coming through.
There's no disco
That
in this
girl
world yet,
is
so that's
you.
not a song.
Ballroom girl.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Sashaying through.
Well, you're playing a wind instrument with the lyre, so it's like
You
you're
know,
just playing sound, make the melody like that kind of sound effect. But you did try, so Goblin appreciates it. So roll your perform check, please.
I think with advantage.
Yeah, probably you did try, and Goblin finds it respectable.
okay, for some reason it's not rolling. Let me character sheet again.
It's not rolling. Why does this happen sometimes? Like Goblin's gonna try and roll a Goblin.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Wow, dang you got a good roll today.
Well, I did put a bunch of points in for performance precisely for this reason. I want to make money.
Specifically for the moment where I challenge you to a performance.
Yep.
Yes.
If you want to roll again, see if you can get better, you can.
Yeah, what?
You can
roll again.
This is with advantage.
Yep, you have advantage.
Oh yeah, let me try.
Yeah, 25, that's pretty good. So the butterscotch just starts nodding his head to your rhythm, and now suddenly, as it moves, it suddenly seems like the horse is moving faster, and it starts booking it, and starts making the journey go.
Well, I guess we're going now.
And
I
monkey
win!
just waves away.
I'd take off in a gallop to follow them.
Let us go.
Slightly angrily.
Wow, nice.
It was a bet, fair and square.
It was a bit for square.
Oh my goodness, this is chaos. Okay. So, as you guys travel, now Goblin's going to explain the traveling mechanics to you guys. So what we're going to be doing here is, sure, the travel's going to be long, you guys are going to be riding on horseback, and you guys are doing well. The animals are trained, so they're knowing where to go because you guys know where you're heading. Thanks to directions by the barkeeper to the horses and you. Who, as you guys are traveling, you guys will have to take breaks because going full on straight 24 hours a day, no breaks at all, would exhaust you guys. So, but also making sure you consistently travel, each of you have a role to do to make sure your travel gets there safely and correctly. One is the guide. The guide is the one who makes sure you guys get to the destination in the quickest amount of time. Right. The second is the cook slash hunter. You basically make sure there's food, supplies, and resources. Third is the scout. The scout scouts out ahead and makes sure that there's no immediate dangers or problems or issues that could be problematic to you guys' journey. And the fourth role is the camp setup. The one who handles setting up camp, making sure there's firewood, and making sure we have a good place to camp for every night. You'll be rolling these checks for your journey to make sure you do well, and then skill checks for a specific role each. The guide needs the skill survival, to basically be the guide, alongside navigation tools if you're proficient with that will allow you to have a bonus and advantage with doing that. While, let's see, the cook needs to either have the profession hunter, or be able to have survival as well to basically go and hunt food and get food supply. Also, search will be allowed as well. Search for food instead if you don't want bar hunting rabbits stuff like that, and just get berry food. Because you guys' trips is very long and you didn't really bring much food supply as far as goblins aware, because you guys want to go off on your journey, honey. So, Goblin was trying to give you guys opportunities too, but Goblin should recommend in the future and note that when you guys are traveling out, you guys can easily get food out there in the wild, but it's also good to bring supplies.
But it is better to go via a shop. Excellent.
Yeah. But Goblin wanted to give you a first time experience with the travel stuff and experience it fully with some less supplies. But yeah. Anyway, then camp setup. But that one is very interesting skill wise because either you can do Goblin's trying to remember the skills here because there's so many skills that even Goblin's like, yeah, so either you can deal with gather information, which you get. Actually, no, gather information, no, that's more like talking to people, actually. So, to set up the camp and handle that, basically, you would do survival and spot, basically. You need survival and spot to spot the location and find a good spot, and survival to set up the tent. So, survival is very useful for most of them. Most of them, Goblin's double checking if there's anything else that can work as well as alternatives. Handle animal can be done for hunting as well, actually. Because handling an animal to get food from it, yeah. Then, yeah, navigation basically is survival mostly. Or knowledge geography actually works. If you have that, you can use that. And any skills like hunter for food, like as a profession or stuff like that for hunting can work for food, and cooking it as well. So if you're a professional cook as well, that works as well. And for the scout, that one's the most interesting because you need hide and move silent to try and hide and not be detected by enemies, and then spot and listen to basically find out if there's anything dangerous around, and you go on ahead from everyone to make sure there's no danger ahead. So who's going to be taking what role during the travel?
I already immediately is gonna say I'm gonna have to take the scout because I have move silently, listen, hide, and what was the other one that you say?
Spot.
Spot. Have spot as well, I think.
Which
I
is
feel
one for survival.
inclined
No, that's the one I
towards-
don't have. But I have the rest, all of them.
So, Goblin's going to clarify, as Slay does have the profession hunter, so he can handle the food if everyone hunts.
Okay.
What were the navigator ones? Because I know that I picked my
Navigation
background
tools?
with navigator tools. Yeah.
Yeah, so you did choose that, so you get basically you can use knowledge geography if you have it, but if you don't, you can also use basically survival with navigation tools to have advantage and a +2 to it.
Okay. So
basically
for
make sure
a
we're guided to our destination and you guys get there in time.
survival one then. Yay.
So you got so you're gonna do that because you have navigation tools. Goblin knew someone had it, so Goblin figured that would be good to point out. So remember to add +2 to both of them because they're not automatically dead, the extra +2. So
Okay.
but then that means the last one is basically setting up camp and basically finding camp. So basically spot for camp and basically setting up camp, which would be survival.
I can set up the camp. I have 6 survival.
Alright, so just remember you need a spot, good location as well.
I have 4. So do I just roll
Or
both of
search
them?
as well if you want. Search or spot works for finding good camping spot.
No, use spot. Okay. I'll just so do.
So remember, Iliad, you have to roll again for survival. Just roll it a second time.
Yes.
For advantage, you get +2 and advantage for having navigators.
Oh, it makes such a big difference.
Yeah. Oh wow, you got 18 twice.
So 20 in total.
So 20, you actually guide pretty well, and you find some little shortcuts to make it so it takes about an extra 12 hours, so 6 extra hours off a day to get there.
Yay.
Why did you roll twice?
And then
Okay. So spot wise, you managed to find a really good spot for each camp night. Right? Like you found the spot. You just struggled to stay up camp a bit. Enough that you guys are covered and won't be cold. But it's definitely not gonna be the most pleasant sleep. And now we need our hunter to roll hunting for food, and then we'll roll for the results of scout. See if anything pops up. Ooh, he got a good roll. Goblin rolled a 15 for our local hunter. And you know it's really dark where Goblin's at right now. Goblin needs to turn on the light so Goblin can actually see better. Yeah, 15 plus 2 from Hunter, so that is 17. So he actually hunts pretty good and gets some good food and gets it cooked up. You guys get some nice like rabbit stew, alongside some bread that he had for dipping into it.
tasty.
And then the second night would be you know what? Deer steak. Yeah.
Yum.
Now we need our local scout to roll. This will be the
Yes,
most
what am I
important
rolling?
one. You rolled hide, move silent, spot, and listen. All of them.
So all of them. Hide. Got it.
Very good. Very good.
Move silently. The other one, right?
Yep.
And listen.
Correct.
Listen.
You do not hear much. You
silently. And then spot, right?
Yep. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so Goblin's gonna roll now a dice here because as you kept looking around being a scout, you didn't really see much or listen for much. Like you didn't hear anything really. Nothing I can tell. Nor did you really see much. Like you did see like a caravan of like some other adventurers going back to the town area you guys were in before. Yeah, so that's all you really notice. But let's see here. Okay, so that's not good. That's not good. This is gonna be fun. So let's see.
I love
here.
hearing that.
So what are you guys gonna run into? Let's see here. So Goblin's gonna roll d6s, like what book it's from. Let's hopefully.
That's so reassuring, right?
Yeah, I love
So
this.
that's from oh boy, the very last one in the line. That's not. That could be worse. That could be that. Oh boy.
So this is what your deity meant. Shouldn't have trusted me.
No, like you didn't mean to not see whatever danger's about to come. So, but we'll see how it goes. That's okay. So it's that page. Let's see what's on that page. Page.
Don't worry, I have faith you won't bring anything bad to our camp.
A cute, fluffy, cuddly thing. Something
What?
very
Oh,
easy.
Fluffball's getting friends.
Oh no. Oh, flip, no. Ah, flip.
How about
The Grand
No.
Lich is literally on his way over to us right now.
No, but it's definitely dangerous for you guys.
Oh
So
no.
as you guys are traveling along, and as you guys make your way there, you suddenly see this figure pop out from the forest. This tall, imposing, large. Is it large? No, medium. It's medium, but it's huge in size. And anyone have knowledge, history, or knowledge local?
No.
I've got local.
Would be good to roll that right now. History, you can't tell,
Nope.
but okay, neither of you can tell much. Like none of you can tell what this is, other than it's an orc. This guy is a really big orc,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
not for
just
us.
glares at you, and it's just smiling as it yeets its weapon right at our dragonborn friend.
I eat it.
Oh!
Oh wait,
Can
never
I
mind.
immediately
Before you
go
get a
hide?
chance. So, just as a note, because we got a 20 here on knowledge local, you realize that this is not a good situation. This is a Nosgard. This Nosgards are a Garnish blooded orc that are specialized fighter by barbarians often in their class style of combat. And they are chaotic, evil, and love fighting whoever they come across. And they are powerful, and you know that your group of people, for such fierce warriors, are not ready for such a beast.
I I strongly suggest, as in Bard's terms, that we hightail it.
So you guys try and sprint run as you try and avoid it.
Just as a question, I'm not doing it yet. I just want to see if it's possible. Can I throw acid in his face and then we run?
You know what? Yes, you may try to. And it's within throwing range of you guys. It's like 10 feet away.
So what do I attack with? What do I roll?
So it's a splash weapon, so you roll ranged attack still, but it
Mhm.
it like hits like a melee attack in a way. It's a weird system to throw splash weapons, but basically you throw and it basically hits for the flat-footed AC. So roll.
So I D20, right?
D20 plus your ranged attack bonus. God believes it is. It could be melee, but eh. You hit it straight in the face with the acid, and Goblin's
Yes.
gonna. And actually, Goblin's gonna roll here to see if it's blinded or not by that to give you guys an advantage on getting away.
Please.
Let me just do something
because
good.
that it would be a food check, and Goblin's checking its fortitude save. Please let it have a bad fortitude save for Goblin's thinking luck, because this is random chance, and Goblin did not expect this kind of creature to be missed by you.
That's my luck.
So,
It's okay, you were too busy singing songs on the road.
I'm sorry, I just got too
okay,
into
Goblin's
it.
doing the calculations because it did hit the flat-footed, your hit, and the. Oh, thank goodness, Goblin got a really bad roll, because that DC was like a. Yeah, basically, Goblin basically almost had one. There was a 2. And so, because of that being a plus 11, it was like a 13 it made, but it was a 14 check. So basically, now it is blinded for a sec as it's burned by the acid. And
Just run.
And you get a surprise round turn to run.
Just
Can I
go.
also cast my horizontal cough just so that we can get away without it seeing or hearing us? Or would that
You know what?
not
You
work?
may cast a spell as you're running, yes. Because you get a surprise round.
And do I just roll it?
You do. Okay,
I don't know what it does. What do I roll?
So Okay, so the way that spell feign works, basically, Goblin needs to. You basically read off the information, but by the way it seems, like Goblin has to make a DC save. Probably Goblin's gonna pull up the spell, make sure. No, that's skill. Sorry, spell. So that's one action, rebel component, target creature. It's a will save. Okay, so Goblin needs to make a will save. What's the DC save for it? Which will be set on your spell level.
Um, where would it say that?
It's so when your character sheet is open, Goblin's gonna be open it here, so Goblin can show. So you understand.
Spell DC is 14.
14? Alright, so he needs to make a 14 will save, which by looking at the stat block to double check. Oh my goodness, you are so lucky. He has a terrible will. He has to, like, there's no way. Yes, thank goodness Goblin rolled a 7. He had +3 only, so he got a 10. He fails. He is now affected by the cough. So basically,
Excellent. So he's
yeah.
blind and deaf now.
Perfect. The perfect getaway.
And how much damage is the
Excellent.
acid, by the way?
Let me. Did I write that down? Hold on. No, I didn't. Let me just open here on this. I think I have the goods posted. Hold on.
Okay, so. Well, while you figure out the damage, Goblin's gonna say you guys got away because you did combo phase before he could attack, and someone realized he was dangerous, and thankfully told. Thank you, Volcamir.
Thank
You
you.
guys are running away
Thanks.
and all that. The Volcamir, all of you hear him shouting in common. I will find you! I will hunt you to the end of my days, you cowards!
We got really pissed.
Thumbs up.
So now you are all targeted and wanted dead by this fierce warrior. Orc.
I'll just throw acid in his face again next time. It's 1d6 points of acid damage.
Oh, so someone be a note
Every-
taker of lore stuff here and information, by the way, so you can keep track of what's happening story-wise. Please. And thank you.
What is his name, the orc?
So the orc type of name that they're called as, these races, he never was given a specific name. The race type of this orc is a Goondish blood orc. And then they're also known as Nosgong. Oh wait, no, it's a specific. Oh wait, this is a specific guy who's named. Goblin never realized he was specifically named. Flip. Oh well. But people know him a bit. Let's say you guys know him because he is a local tale around places, a troll maker. Nosgong. It's Nozgu with an arrow above it, G. Nosgard.
Okay, so we may or may not be basically wanted by a war criminal. Okay, good.
Oh, this guy is chaotic evil alignment, insane. He goes on rampages just killing people for the fun of it.
And I'm chaotic good, so I think throwing acid in the face was a good thing I did there.
Oh yeah,
It was a good thing. So proud of you.
Yeah. Good work. Good, sir. You managed to make a stinking fighting barbarian orc that loves blood and death mad at you, and now wants to hunt you to the end of his days.
Well, it's better than us trying to fight it and dying here.
Exactly. He's going to expect cowardice, but we'll be super strong and we'll one-shot him.
Yeah, the next time he sees us, we're gonna be big buff.
That will be a while, though, because he will be chasing you for a while. And he's a challenge level 8, so that means you guys would need to be, like, close to level 8 to even face this guy.
I see.
Let me edit this note
Luck
then.
will be on our side. I hope.
To-do list? Yeah. So, good luck, but as you travel along and stay safe on your journey, you mostly all even though you had rough sleep because of bad tent placement and rain sometimes got on you guys' faces because of bad tent setup by our Dragonborn friend. You guys still managed to handle things well, and the weather wasn't too bad, and you all make it with +1 to all your checks and rolls for 8 hours. to your
Yay!
destination. Which, by the way, which quest did you head to first?
Oh god. Sorry. Choices.
We had the wedding, Goblin Cave, and the investigation of the old house. The Goblin Cave we said we're gonna do last, so we're gonna do the wedding guard first, and the investigation. The wedding is the most urgent one, so I think we agreed we're gonna do because it's
Yeah.
like due
They
pretty
had a bit
soon.
early, actually, so they're like, oh, you don't have to do anything immediately for guarding. If you want to do some investigating around, you can also do a quest here available. We're glad you guys took this quest.
I feel like we should investigate it first because if we can find out the reasoning and stop them before the wedding, we get more money.
Yeah, we can get 300 extra gold for that. So I think we should start maybe walking around, meeting more people, meeting other guards, see if we can get information.
Gather some
All
intel,
right. So with that planned by you guys, Goblin will note that and take you to the map where you need to be. Goblin should have. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong. Sorry, Goblin has organized by folders all the different maps and locations that you guys are gonna be traveling to. So everything should be properly blood. Yep. So Goblin's gonna make sure that Goblin take.
Just a quick side note, I'm making kind of notes so that next week we know what we're doing. Has anything else of note happened besides adopting Slay and angering a war criminal orc?
Both my bad.
Well, that's because you didn't spot him. That was unfortunate.
On the contrary, not your bad. You saved us with your acid.
I knew grabbing 13 bottles of acid was going to be a good idea.
You're gonna come in real handy.
Yeah, alright.
So the horses will be outside the party, and so they will not be inside. But basically, Goblin's gonna let you guys roll and investigate stuff because nothing's really on the board yet. But yeah. So the party is the main map area, but for now you're gonna visualize. Basically, you have these two noble houses of the two noble families of this wedding between Jack Peter the fifth and Jill Mill the ninth.
The 5th and the 9th. Wait, it's Jack and Jill. Like, they're gonna go up the hill.
God would hope you get that reference. You get Bardic Inspiration bonus. That's a joke. That was a joke.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
I see, we get
So,
the
those
inspiration
are
just
true.
for picking up on the inside jokes.
No, that's a joke of itself. But no. Goblin does plan for stuff if you guys do some special funny stuff or stick really good in character role playing wise, etc. But yeah. So the two noble families that you are concerned with and detail wise, they are both very interesting families, to say the least. And let's see here. Yeah. So, like, let's say Mr. and Mrs. Mill. They are high nobility that often deal with guard stuff and actually are known for very good military family line. That's because they're often a family of like Goliaths or half Goliaths and humans. They are highly respected and ferocious family, but also have high responsibility and are often respected. While the Peter family, they are mostly human with some mixed genes of family or curses on their family. That they have a bit of curse issues apparently with witches, so that's why they're worried about this issue great more than the other family. And they are known for basically being good magical casters, actually, but they hate dealing with curses because that's the one thing they suck at for some reason. And the reason they're trying to unite these families is to basically make good relations between the two, as there have been thorns and issues and rivalry issues that have caused problems for the king. That the king has basically been fed up with it to a point that he's like, "You two are gay, and two of your kids married are in love with each other. Because I can tell this one here, Jake Peter and Jill Mill, actually enjoy each other's company. Get them married, stop your bickering, and grow up."
Excellent.
And I did what he said.
I think I know exactly where we need to start this investigation.
Also, there is a twin brother of Jake Peter called John Peter. They look fairly similar, but they do have some distinguishing details. Like the two brothers, the two Peter brother twins. One of them looks more like a Goliath or a ghost in some ways, that people do get freaked out by him sometimes, even though he is human.
I just poured Pepsi down myself.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, do you guys interact with anyone? Do you interact with Mr. Peter, Mrs. Peter, Mr.
I want to
Hill,
start
Mrs.
looking for dessert crumbs lying around. I need this. I need to see the sign if there is a gingerbread house around. Jack and Jill and a witch is looking for them.
Okay, you know what? Roll search.
I'm seriously gonna start looking for any oddly placed desserts or anything of the same sort. Search,
And
you
know
said.
what? Since you're so consumed with this, roll knowledge history with advantage, and anyone else can roll knowledge history if they want.
Search and then knowledge history with advantage. So 1, 2.
I'll never know my history.
So you know nothing, Elinad.
No.
That's fine,
you know
you've stood up.
But Romania, you actually know a little bit, because you're like, wait a minute. This is a myth that I've heard talked about before among nobles. That they talk about making fun of the idea of old Earth, and how there was a story about two siblings named Jack and Jill. Although this is weird for that, because they're not siblings here; they're a married couple to be. So that is very weird. But they were named Jack and Jill, and apparently they fell down the hill. But what does this have to do with a wedding? I do not know, but I am obsessed with the idea of a witch and a gingerbread house being involved for some reason.
Guys, we need to find out if the wedding is on a hill right now.
You know what? As you're searching around, you're so obsessed with the things you are, you cannot bother to think about where you are looking for things, and you're just so obsessed with the gingerbread stuff. You know for someone else, so you can have the others roll advantage to search if the place is on a hill or not.
Search, right?
Yep. Although it's like you need a nat 1 to fail the search. And you have advantage, by the way. Both of you can roll, by the way, unless Pixel you don't want to roll.
Yeah. Search, right?
Yep.
I care more if it's on a hill because of the exercise. A hill?
Well,
seriously?
So roll again,
We need to know.
Roll search again, by the way, Pixel. Okay.
Excellent.
So both Iliad and Vulcan can both tell, yes, it's on a hill.
I knew it.
But Vulcan actually notices some more details. Very specific details. As to the east of here, there is a very deep swamp. And he actually notices, unlike you, there was a torn note on the floor in frustration, it seems. And when he picks it up, Golin's right, you're picking it up.
Mm-hmm.
When you pick it up, you read it, and it looks like it's a letter to someone saying that I love you, but it's torn up in frustration, like they could not bring themselves to give the letter.
How curious.
And there is gingerbread crumbs around it.
Woo!
The witch.
The witch loved Jack.
It's all coming together.
well, Iliad, you just found out about the hill, and
yes, it is on a hill.
You found a painting of the two brothers, funny enough, but they John looks a bit more unhappy while Jack looks happy, funny enough, in the picture.
The brother.
But you
We need
don't
to
know
find the brother.
who wrote the letter. The names are basically torn up too much from the letter. But anyway, are you guys gonna do any more investigations? Are you gonna question people? You can gather information
I'd like to
as
question
well.
the brother.
Which
And I would
brother,
like
though?
to look for a witch. Just a witch. Any witch.
All
By
right.
the way, is there a map? Because all I've got is a black screen.
Well, that's because right now it's the map for like where the area will be of the wedding, and
I
Goblin's like
see.
trying to have it set up so you guys are investigating things before the wedding. This is the map for the wedding when it happens.
All right.
I will just imagine then.
You can imagine it's like a grand hall area. It has dim lit rooms, black and silver halls with red strips for the Mill family, while blue strips for the Peter family, Emily. And as you guys are searching and all that, they're like questioning what you're looking for specifically. Some people, you may roll gather information checks to gather information from some of the noble family members, or question specific people, or ask about
I would
swamps.
specifically like to question the brother.
Which brother, John or Jack?
John.
So when you go and question John, he's like, "What do you need?"
Aren't weddings just amazing?
Yeah. I'm glad for my brother. I really am. I'm just like, yeah, it's just hard because most people get scared by me. Sorry. You can tell he's actually dealing with a lot, but he also has something else on his mind. You can tell, just instinctively.
I see. So you feel like you're not gonna be welcome at your own brother's wedding?
Oh no. Thankfully, most people are fine. Like between the two families, thankfully they've both been more accepting, especially the Mills. Actually, my family do love me. And it's just he seems to not want to talk about something.
I'm just gonna bluntly ask. You seem like you have something on your mind. Do you want to share?
Roll diplomacy check.
Diplomacy.
Because that's the closest thing that would be like persuasion, trying to persuade someone to talk to you. Goblin says that's not bad for you. You're doing fine. So he's like, what do you say to him?
Would you like to share? We're here to help. And it doesn't have to just be about the wedding. If there's something on your mind and we could help, I'd love to hear it.
He looks away shyly, but is like, I'm worried about her.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, Goblin said, he mumbles saying as he looks away, I'm worried about her.
Huh?
Her, yeah.
Worried how?
I'm not the only one around here feared. For no reason. I haven't received a lot from her for a while. In the swamps. He seems like he doesn't want. Like there's someone there in the swamps that apparently is outcasted by society, and he's not wanting to talk about who it is. But apparently, someone is she that he's close to, and he's worried about her.
Ah. We're actually thinking of investigating these swamps a bit. Is there anything you think we should know before we go?
Don't attack her when you see her. That's all I ask.
I understand. We'll do our best.
Do you guys do any more like investigation, talking? Because Jill right now it seems like he's shutting down.
Did I hear all of that?
Do you want to say you listened in and spied on them? You would have to roll for that.
I will happily come and recount stuff afterwards.
Or you can tell me that because I have a theory and I want to have a conversation with one more person.
So Vulcan and while that's happening with our local Iliad, what does Vulcan and Luminator do? Which, by the way, your local were friend, he's just guarding around, watching over you guys. He's just watching.
I am first waiting for more information that is gathered because I have an idea and I don't want to act on it before I know this information that was told to Ileana. I just want to make sure that I know that before I do anything. I'm trying to listen in, but trying to not eavesdrop really. I'm just standing and waiting for her to come back.
Okay. Then, Vulcan, what do you do?
Was this before we split up to go do to like try and investigate? I forgot.
Yeah, during my conversation.
Yeah.
I headed out to the swamp to do a preemptive.
As you head out there to the swamp, it's very big from what you can tell. It's a bit mucky, but there are some paths that you can walk around. As you travel, there actually seems to be a set road that's very hidden, but you can instinctively find it because it seems to be set for those who only have good of heart and good intent to find. It's like magic. But as you head on down, you eventually find this old cottage, and you hear screaming from inside. Why did he do it? Why? I thought he loved me. I thought we had a bond. Ah!
It's all coming together.
I see. This is interesting. Should probably recall the group first.
That wasn't her. That was not her.
So what do you do?
Upon hearing that, I make my way back to regroup with the party before continuing.
Yeah, Goblin's gonna roll something here because Goblin wants to. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, so what happens is, as you guys regroup after talking for a bit, when you guys regroup, your little goblin, or your little half-breed friend, Wood Elf, Wargeist, Slag comes up and is like, I overheard some information from the Peters. Apparently, the son, John, heads into the swamp often, and has like mails letter delivered to the outside of it. He's often ostracized apparently because of his skin.
The brother, so Jack, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going out. Okay.
No, not the brother Jack. John is the one who's ostracized.
John is
going to the swamp often.
I guess it would make sense with the way he says that people feared him.
But wait, have you? Okay, I know you've all told the information that we've gathered already, right? We've shared it amongst the party.
Yes.
As soon as we regrouped, I was like, "Oh, here's what I found."
Because my question right now is, first of all, the letter that was crumpled up and what John said to you and how hesitant he was made me somehow think that the brother Jack had something.
He's totally dating the witch, right?
That's what I thought. He's totally dating the witch. And I was like, okay, maybe that's a thing. And when what's your name again? Vulcan? Yeah, Vulcan. When you went out and you heard her screaming about why is he doing this, I thought he said he loved me. I was like, okay, that just definitely confirms it. The witch coming, or probably possible threat, is probably her because she's upset because Jack is actually gonna marry somebody else. And it's just for this peace reason, and they both don't want it. That's why we found the note written with a confession on it, because that's what Jack wrote, and he wanted to give it to the witch. But he doesn't have guts to do it, because he's totally in love with her.
But here's the thing, though. If he said he loved her and yet the letter was torn up, that's contradictory. Because why would he give up on telling her? And two, the king noted that they were in love according from what he was seeing, and two, from what I've been paying attention to, do love each other. Like they really are romantic for each other. Like seriously, I saw them kissing earlier in the bedroom by accident when I was coming to ask them questions.
I mean, like the letter was meant to be for like the lady in the swamp, the witch in the
So-
swamp.
My theory is that Jack and Jill meant to be, but John has fallen in love with the witch. They have been canoodling and stuff. But they can't get married because they're both ostracized anyway, so they won't be a symbol of peace and unity. And he broke it off because the families wouldn't approve.
That could be a good theory, but I think we should investigate a bit more of this. There must be something we're missing.
Yes, the slots aren't all filling into place. We need more information. I think we should talk to the witch.
I think that is also going to be a really good place to go. But how do we approach talking to a witch? Is she even really a witch?
I
Or is
mean,
she just
John said, don't
ostracized
hurt
and
her, she's
called a witch?
misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Rule number one: don't call the witch a witch.
But she is a witch.
Okay, but we don't
We
call
call
it to her in her face.
I think we rock up and we go, "Oi, witch, talk to us."
Actually,
That'll
here's
make
my
things
thing. Anyone
worse.
have any of you have a good knowledge history, which you most of you do. You actually do have a bit of knowledge that witches are not seen as all bad. It's just like often bad eggs are among witches that give them bad rap. So this could be a person who does magic, like a wizard, as a witch, because that is a thing that may not actually be bad.
So I think we just ask her. We lead respectfully, make sure she knows we mean no harm, and just ask her to the face.
We can do that.
I'm sorry, background noise.
I'm not. Goblin's family is also being noisy in the background, so it's fine.
It's okay, it was just the perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to-
give me 1 second. I have to quickly run off. I'm sorry. I'll have to. I just need to do something. Sorry.
Go ahead, do it. That's fine. But Goblin will clarify here. The note Goblin should have clarified more. There's a lot torn out, like a lot of words scribbled out. You can't read everything, but it was something about "I love you." You can clearly see that. That's one of the only really clear words. If you want to use Decipher script, any of you, if you have it, to try and decipher the rest of the words, you can.
Decipher script.
That is a skill, but you
I
need
don't
to-
have any bonuses in that.
But do you have it as a starred skill? That's the problem.
It is. Oh, I do! I didn't think I did. It is starred.
So you are no. If it has a star on it and you have the blue check mark, you have to be proficient in it. But
It's not got a blue check mark. I might have missed it, but there's a few starred ones that I don't have ticked.
No,
Should
so
I tick
those-
them?
So those with stars, if you're not proficient in them, sorry, Goblin, mispronunciate. If you're not proficient in the skill, you cannot do it. So the cipher script you cannot do.
Ah, I see.
So the
Okay.
star thing means you cannot do the cipher script unless you're proficient in it.
I
But-
understand.
Everyone check your character sheets just to make sure if you can decipher script or not. Slay
I have
cannot.
a 1 on
Goblin.
it.
Wait, do you have a blue check?
Do you have
mark
it
box?
checked?
I don't have it checked, but it has a little star on it though.
The star thing means you have to be proficient in it. So that means you have to have the blue check mark box to do it.
Oh no, I don't.
So I guess
So,
we
like-
just wait for Phil.
Phil actually can do it. Phil's Romania has the cipher script. With 3 in it, actually. He has bonus 3. I mean,
So we
It's
wait.
awful.
yep, for Phil. And Phil can try and decipher it to see if he can understand any more of the words. Yeah.
Pixel, how do you pronounce your name? Bokruni?
I don't know actually. I just been going off of how goblins.
Vulcan.
Bulk. Yeah. Bulk's a short, fun abbreviation for that cool name. It is a cool name, though. Like, Goblin likes the sound of it, like in Goblin's head, at least.
Excellent. So far, lovely weather we're having.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. The game's been fun so far. Are you all enjoying your time playing D&D in this scenario?
Oh, definitely. I'm loving it. I'm still not sure what I'm doing, like 100% of the time. But we try. And that's what counts.
That is what counts, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're getting used to the game. It'll probably take a few sessions to learn and practice using the skill rolls and all that. But you've been doing fairly well, and you guys are keeping up and having fun. That's what matters.
Yay! I'm definitely having fun, even if I don't feel like, I know what I'm doing. I'm definitely enjoying myself while being confused.
Sometimes Goblin doesn't know what Goblin's doing half the time. Sometimes that's when Goblin's like trying to figure
Okay.
things out.
Sorry, I had to quickly sort something out. I was being called.
Welcome
That's
back.
fine.
We've got just the job for you.
So
Yeah.
you are the only one with the skill Decipher Script to try and decipher any more words from the torn note, because there are some that could be deciphered that are a bit scribbled out, other than "I love you"
Okay.
on it. So if you roll very well, you could get more information.
What am I rolling? Decipher Script.
Decipher Script, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't do any better than what Iliad would have done, even if she was proficient in it. And you get like one possible word, and it says a name. From what it says, it's in common, but the name is Luma.
Luma.
Sorry, Goblin's getting some notifications on Discord. Anyway, yeah, so the name is Luma.
1, 2, 3 main hunt. That's all I said.
Maybe
Possibly.
that's the name.
I don't get it.
So, possible Luma.
Possible Luma.
Let's go speak to possible Luma then.
Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're assuming that Luma is the witch's name.
I'm just making blind assumptions.
So you guys head on over to the witch's place, which, by the way, this investigation you've been doing, the thing's been happening, this has been going on for a bit, and it's getting close to the wedding now, and it's wedding time, actually. Like, it's the very next morning at this point for you guys, because it does take a bit to
Should-
investigate,
Pressure.
talk to people, that kind of stuff.
Should one of us? Because didn't they specify like Garden was solo?
Well,
One of
Yeah.
us should probably stay to guard, right?
Shouldn't
Just in
one
case.
stay to guard and then the
I
go?
can. Your little friend, the half breed, Warg Ice, said he could guard.
Mm.
Okay.
So he stays behind to guard the wedding, and let's see here. Oh wait, Goblin forgot to grab those. Dang nabbit. There's some extra ones probably. So while you guys head off to the witch, since the wedding is happening soon, Goblin will note that
Chat, who is this?
Yeah.
chatting?
he's staying behind. You guys are making your way over then.
Yes.
Yes, I'm being called again. Give me 1 second.
Very good.
I'm gonna run for a second bathroom trip then. Bye.
Go ahead. That's fine.
Because of
Excellent.
their horde stamina. You can outwalk anybody any day with the stamina after you kill for stuff. Yara has 1 stamina.
But how's the session been for you, Pixel?
Well, it's been pretty fun. Little by little, kind of getting the hang of it.
That's good. So like Goblin's really having fun because the setup here with this quest, like Goblin didn't think it would be done in one session because as well, yeah, but it's like it wasn't meant to be the most serious one in some ways. Because my goodness, it's gonna be quite interesting seeing you guys' reaction.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fun. Great.
Yeah. But yeah, while that's happening, do you want to roleplay maybe any interaction with any nobles or any people that are there for the wedding? Or basically question either the parents or something?
But I think didn't I head out with them though? I thought I did.
Yeah, you do, but Goblin's saying let's backtrack a bit here a little bit for you to give you some more opportunity of roleplay, maybe question the noble
Okay.
parents and all that,
Hurry up!
just to see if you can get anything from them, stuff like that.
Yeah, I go up to the
Mills or Peters?
father. I go to the Peters.
Okay. So the Peter's father, he's like, Mr. Peter, he's like,
I'm poor.
ah, yes, you're
I
one of
am
the
poor.
adventurers, yes?
I am poor.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to see
Who
such a dragonborn among us.
and it's likewise to get to meet such an established noble.
You do not have to be so polite to me. I know us nobles often have bad raps because of some histories that some nobles behave.
I see. Who's is the Peter? Is it the Jack or Joe's?
Jack's Hack's father. The man beside.
I
I
see.
just got back. I might actually have to leave. Like, there's some stuff that I have to sort out and with my dad and stuff, so I might have to run real quick. There's stuff going on there.
Alright, how long do you think you'll be?
Probably for a while. I don't know.
Okay, that's bad timing because we were about to hit the end mark for this quest at least.
I mean, we could keep the swamp for next session, couldn't we?
Yeah, I mean the climax could be in the start of the next one.
Yeah, and then we can wrap up that one and go on to the next quest. That sounds fair. Yeah. Alright.
I'm sorry.
Nah,
Nah,
you're
you're
good.
fine.
I just have to really dip right now. I'm kind of an emergency.
No, you
No,
go
no, don't
ahead.
worry.
It's totally fine. Don't worry.
But it was really fun. I want to do more. I want to pet my little pet.
Oh, you're gonna find out why and why doesn't like be called pet, and you will regret it.
I probably will. Just like every other decision I will make. But yeah, I'll have to dip. It was
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah,
Really,
so
I'm sorry I have to cut it off short right now.
that's fine. That's fine. Next Saturday, we're good for next session, everyone. Then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll keep the date clear.
Yeah. Cool. Now,
Hey,
Vulcan,
I'm looking forward to it.
we're just gonna quickly finish off the role play for you with the Mr. Peters here, or Mr. Peter.
I'll write up the notes while you roleplay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave already if that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just
Go ahead.
Not a
recap.
problem. Good luck.
Right, bye guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. So he looks at you and is like, "Is there anything you need to know in particular from me?"
I know you told me, but this is Jack's dad, right?
Jack said, "Yeah."
Okay. Have you noticed anything different in particular regarding either of your sons?
Jack, he's a happy fellow, but he often keeps a face to bring his brother, John, hope. John has been ostracized ever since he's been young for his skin tone and being seen as an abnormal human, which often is an issue for him, especially for such a young age, especially for a noble name. He often struggles issues. Thankfully, the king discourages it completely in our land, but still some do it behind his back, which causes a bit of issues. And Jack
Yeah,
actually does have a bit of a temper. He has gotten in a few fights with some noble kids back in the day, bullying for John.
Okay.
Jill
I
actually always
do.
supported him in defending his brother, and they're very happy together, from what I've seen. But John has been wandering off a lot recently, and it's worried Jack. I just don't know what to do for my boys sometimes because I'm having to run things for the entire family noble house of ours, of Peters. We are highly required for defense of the land in the magical side of things. And so, it often gets hard with father when you cannot even be there for most of your youth.
it is tragic, indeed it is. It's we also related in my party. We have a funny colored creature as well. Trying to make a mental note that I don't know your name yet because we haven't officially like.
Wow, you don't know my name.
And so we have this other colored skin colored creature as well. She is an
You mean
interesting person.
he? Oh, you mean the strange punching figure one, or your tiefling friend?
The tiefling, yes.
She,
There's the
she's not stranger than your hooded figure friend, really. She seems nice. As from what I've seen, she is a capable caster that can sense her powerful sorcery ancestry in her bloodline.
there's something strange about her. Can't put my finger around it, but she has been a bit of she's quite of what's the word?
I'm literally an asset.
No, she's a bit eccentric, but she is
Ouch.
useful. Write that down, Tuna.
I will write that down. Volcani thinks I saw.
If you're truly trying to figure out what is happening, which is attacking us or targeting us, as they've sent clear rage notes to us about how we betrayed everything we stood for, and how she is going to have her revenge. I will clarify that when reading notes, really it feels like, with how personal it is, there's something I do not know that might want my sons to. But they're not willing to talk about it because they already get ostracized enough by society that they do not want to bring my family name down. They want to make me proud. I wish I knew how to tell them that they did not have to. But
I
yes.
I believe at the moment our tiefling creature friend is currently speaking with Judge John, I believe. And post haste, we will be heading out to investigate the swamp.
Just do one thing for me.
Yes.
Make it so my son John can smile again.
We will do our best.
And that will end
This is
things
Mr.
now.
Pizza, right? Mr. Pizza asked we.
Mr. Peter, not Mr. Pizza.
John. Smile. Alright, I'm not much of a note taker, but do let me know if you think I've missed anything off that.
Yep. Sorry, the wedding questline discovered the witch is misunderstood from John. On also offered a plea to not hurt her. Found a mysterious note containing "I love you" named Luma. They have received threatening notes about how they betrayed someone. Mr. P asks, we will let John smile again. We're about to start the investigations in the swamp where John often sneaks off to. Vulcan thinks Luna is eccentric and a weirdo. Yep, those are good notes for today. And thank you everyone for watching the stream who has.
Excellent.
And thank you, Goblin's wonderful players, for coming to today's session. This has been a wonderful experience. Goblin's going to do a quick raid and stream and meme. Yes. I believe that's the term, to meme, and we'll basically meet up next time, same time, for D&D, hopefully every Saturday, and the Goblin's excited for when you do miss sessions, Vulcan, because Vulcan's going to do some interesting things.
But that's not to say you should miss sessions.
No. I'm afraid of what Tuna's gonna put me through. I can already hear
Me?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not a
is
threat.
Listen,
I'd be scared of what Goblin's gonna do.
Thank you.
Goblin. I mean, Goblin is reasonable. Goblin, but I have two eccentric companions. You know.
Oh, you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle, aren't you? To be a sane one.
Yeah, thank you. Goblin's just going to be raiding a good friend of Goblin's, Kenta, and yeah. thank you all for watching, and thank you all for playing with Goblin. This is the first session done for now.
Excellent.
All right.